Hello, Cora. Welcome, welcome. And to everybody else, if you're new, my name is Natalie. I'm here to perform some mini readings for you tonight. Donations being made toward the mini reading. The minimum is $10, please. And up. The sky is the limit. But it'll get you a darn good reading, whether it's what you want to hear or not. But it'll be the truth of what comes out through the cards. It's not my fault, so don't get mad at me. How are you, Cora? How are you, Cora? That wasn't a good start. Oh. Are you lagging, Cora? How is everybody else? You guys know you'd be chatting up a storm right now. That's how I can tell you're all new. You've never been before. At least you've never chatted before. So, Cora, Earth calling Cora. Major Tom to Cora. There you are. There you are. I hope everything's good with you. I really do. I really, really do. I hope everything is good with you. Oh, you've got a question. All right. We're going to begin right off the get-go tonight. That's a sign. It's a sign, I tell you. I feel a real good connection lately. And really tonight, I said, maybe I want to take the night off. Then I went, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm going to do this. Do it for as long as usual. Usually 3 hours we end up being here, and it flies by so quick. But I'm feeling a really good connection. I asked for good, positive, joyful, loving readings, but to make sure that the truth, not sugar-coated. You know what it's like here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Sometimes people get mad at me. It's not me. It's the cards. I can't help what comes up. I don't have control of what comes up. There's the thing. But I'm feeling a really good connection. I was sitting there and I'm going, yeah, I think I will do mini readings tonight. And I had the laptop up. I said, I wonder what's on Tubi. So I brought Tubi up and I looked, and oh my God, an older movie. Probably back early 90s, maybe. Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. And I love both of them. They're acting, they both do good, really good movies. And it was called Just Like Heaven, and I've seen it before. I had the CD here, but it stopped working, so I threw it, but I'd love to have another copy of it. And it's a story about Reese Witherspoon's a doctor in a hospital. And long story short, she's on her way to her sister's in the rain one night, and she just got promoted at the hospital. She's very excited. And her sister invited her for dinner. She's over an hour late. She's driving along. She says, I'm only a couple minutes away, but I got the promotion. And she's laughing and giggling. She said, I'll be there in a minute. Closes the phone, reaches down, turns up the stereo in the car that she was playing. I think it was Life is a Highway was playing. Life is a highway. I think it was that one. And all of a sudden, bright lights come in, and they shine and they illuminate her, and bang, it's a big truck. She ends up on life support in the hospital. In the meantime, she's got this gorgeous apartment in an older building, an old brownstone kind of a thing. This apartment is gorgeous, beautiful. And this guy's looking for an apartment to live in. His wife died, and they were just young 30s. So he's kind of like moody and rude and a little angry, but he's looking for an apartment. And the realtor is showing her everything he doesn't like. And then they find this one. Her name was Elizabeth, the girl, the doctor. They find Elizabeth's apartment. They go in and look around. He's really digging it. He really likes Chesterfield. He ends up subletting it. He's trying to get the story behind who lives there. And the realtor says, I don't know anything. Just there was a tragic accident. So it's kind of up in the air what's going to happen with this apartment. But you can pay month by month for a little while. So they do. He accepts it. He does. And he's having pizza, and he's got beer cans all over the beautiful coffee table. And all of a sudden, he hears what do you think you're doing? And it's Elizabeth. And she's there. She's only there in spirit, but he doesn't know that yet. And the story unwinds. It's really, really, really a good story. And it showed the connection. Nobody else could see her but him. And that's probably because he was so close to death. He lost his wife to death. That's probably why. They couldn't touch. She didn't even know. She thought she was actually there. She had no recall that she's laying in a hospital on life support, and she'd been in a coma for 3 months. It comes out later, she realizes. But anyways, there was this whole, I said, that does it. I'm doing mini readings tonight. That kind of a thing. Whenever you're ready to throw a question out there, Cora, and for some reason, my email did not give me the notification sound, but I see the light lit up. Let me see. There it is. There. Okay, come on now. There it is. Maybe you put your question in there. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, didn't. What's your question, Cora? Maybe you're typing it out as we speak and we wait. Well, wait a minute, and Corey Lee's going to come up with her question, and I'm going to try to give her what she wants here. I leave it all up to tarot, though. I don't, well, the universe. Oh, here we go. Will I be able to find a place for Robert and I to live next year? I've been doing some research in the areas. The areas rents are on the high side. I'm concerned. Plus, starting a new job of sorts. Oh, that's new. I didn't know about that. I knew about you looking. Really? A job of sorts. Whatever it is, Cora, it's worth it, right? Okay, so I'm going to try to get rid of my wire here. Get out of here. Out of my way before you knock my cards all over. Oh, I hate the wires and stuff. But, let's see. Let me see. We'll start out. I've got the Oceanic. And I've also got the Wild Unknown Tarot. So that's beautiful. That's always interesting. I'm going to pull it for you. I'll pull one for you. Okay. See what we got on the go here for you, Cora. You heard a question. Spirit heard Cora's question. I almost called you a Laura. I don't know why I did that. But the areas that she's looking in, the rents are on the high side. She states it's a problem, or could be a problem. She could be taking a chance, taking something that she feels intimidated by the price for. Yes, I can imagine it's all a worry. You've got the rest of this year, though, so you're okay. You got time on your side. She's going to be starting a new job of sorts, but is she going to be able to find a place for her and her son? Is she going to be able to find good, dependable, enjoyable, full-time employment, or employment that gives her the ability to make a living and to be able to live in something her and Robert deserve? Not in the basement. It'd be lovely to even find them a little house somewhere that she could swing, and maybe there'd be somebody there splitting the rent with her. Hint, hint. Maybe. One more roll through. Excuse me, itchy nose. Just wait till the yawning starts, right? One more, and then I'm going to cut the deck right here on this one. Cut the deck right here. We are now in darkness. It's dark. It's dark out now. I'm going to cut the deck, Cora. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Don't walk with your head in the clouds. Don't get all dreamy about this. No, really, Cora? your feelings or in actuality. But keep your feet on the ground here. Don't let yourself get hauled off into fantasy land. The reason I'm saying it here, your first card we're looking at, we've got the moon, La Luna. Okay? And you've heard me describe this card before. If you look in the background, we've got a night of a full moon over the water, and the glow of the moon is shining on the water. We've got a crayfish, and we've got 2 seal here. And they're kind of hanging on, and they're watching. I can't see where my hands are going. And we have the aurora borealis. We have the full moon. And we've got a smattering of stars through it. That's an illusion. In the real world, that's an illusion. Okay? Because the full moon washes out your night sky. Things like the aurora borealis, chances are you wouldn't see them. If you did, it'd be hardly anything. The smattering of stars like this, no. The moon washes out the beautiful stars. And I know from fact that this happens, but I also know from experience where I live. Last night, I seen 1 star, and it was Jupiter or Mars. I'm not sure which one, but it was one of them. I didn't look it up, but I knew it was one or the other. Just gorgeous. And that's all I could see. And I'm out here in the country, and we have no street lights. I turn my lights out, and it's complete darkness. You're lucky on a dark night with no moon that if you can see the hand in front of your face. But on a full moon, you don't even need a flashlight out here on a good, clear full moon. And that's a night where there's no clouds in the sky, but all you're seeing are the nearest stars. The nearest, like the Big Dipper, this kind of a thing. That's about it, but you're not seeing the trillions upon trillions of other stars up there that you would normally see laying, looking up at the night sky. I've done it many times. I used to be into astronomy a little bit. I had a telescope and the whole, I was subscribed to Sky News magazine, and it came every month, and it was beautiful, right? But there were nights I'd go out and make sure all the lights were out, and I'd look up and I'd go, oh my God. And of course, the brain would get captured in the beauty and the magic of the night sky, and my brain would float off to things that weren't grounded. Fantasies, daydreams, night dreams. You've got to be careful. And you can get caught up in this, is what I'm saying to you. You can get caught up in something wondrous and beautiful. But when your feet are flat on the ground and you're dealing in reality, everything looks much clearer in the light of day. Metaphorically, here you are, looking up at the night sky and its perfect moments, which are gorgeous. You're living in the now in that moment. That's exceptional as well. But the thing is, everything looks brighter and lighter. You know what I'm hearing for you? Whatever you see, whatever you find that your heart is drawn to, don't act in that moment. Don't blurt anything out. All right? Give everything a 24-hour spin. Let it settle. And make sure you're in the light of day, so to speak, when you make the decision. Okay? So, hello, Nina Sisan. Where you at, Nina? Where do you hail from? I'm sorry, Cora, to hear that. The next card that I'm pulling for you. Cora, don't worry so much. Just don't make haphazardly decisions, okay? That's first thing. But this card here brings you, it brings you goodness. Like no other. Look at this. The prompt on this card. Reward. It means you're going to feel the payback of everything that you put into this and looking. So, do you know what I'm saying? Manila. Well, welcome, Nina. Hello. Which will. Which, I like that. Which will. Who's going to do it? Good day to you, too. It's lovely. Thank you for being here. But this card is telling you all the effort that you put into doing what you're trying to do. You're trying to find a decent home for you and Robert in a decent neighborhood and to get some decent work as well. It's all looking good, Cora. Bear with me. I'll get you the generic side of this card. Okay. You got the Four of Wands. So, as I said, the prompt is reward. Here's the generic side. When you've achieved a goal, get this. I kid you not. This is what the generic side is saying. So we're on sync here. When you've achieved a goal, literally quoting here, such as finding a new home, Cora, completing a project, even passing a test, it's going to be time for rewards, holidays, socializing, and love. Trips away are all featured in this very happy four, which brings you leisure, fun, and freedom. It's also time to get back in touch with your own inner child and to celebrate the very joy of life. As you find contentment within, you're going to sense the closeness of your spirit guides. And another meaning of the card is reflecting on some very happy memories. Advice, you be carefree, Cora. Do it while you can. And replenish your mind, your body, your soul. You deserve this giving to yourself, this gift to yourself. It's a reward from you to do this. All right. The keywords are balance and love and contentment, freedom, openness, travel. The final two words, a new home. A new home. How beautiful is this so far? This is gorgeous for you, Cora. Hello, Diana. Hello. And the next card I'm pulling for you, Cora. Oh, what's after that? I got to look. Oh, really? Okay, Cora. I told you the good, the bad, the ugly, right? All right. All right. I'm just peeking ahead. So it gives me a little bit of a further look. All right. The next card that come up is the Tower. In the other decks and like the Rider-Waite, this is the ship caught in a perfect storm because it is the oceanic. And there it is. And it's pretty wild and it's unexpected and it was unpredicted. That's why they're caught in what they call a perfect storm. The card usually represents the breaking down of something. And I don't want to tell you this. That breaking down it has to do with another human, another person. It's not even your fault. You didn't bring this upon you. You hear me, Cora? You did not create this and you did not bring this upon yourself. You didn't make this happen. This has been sitting in the sidelines waiting to show itself. Jeez. It's not your fault, Cora. Just know that it's not your fault. Here's the generic side. When the tower falls, you're going to feel like your world is collapsing around you. See, you go from finding the home, the job, everything's great, and then this starts to happen. You know why? You know why? Because he won't commit. He won't make that kind of a drastic move in his life. It would take him 30 years to get there. It took him 5 years to announce that you were part of his life, to his family. 5 years. It'll take him 30 years to leave where he is, the comfort of where he is, his little safety zone. Walk away from it and enter into what he sees as your world, not his world. He's used to you going along with everything. When he pushes an issue, sticks to his guns, he's waiting for you to fold. This time you're not going to fold. That's all I can tell you. Lightning strikes, and there's going to be little that you can do other than accept the chaos and the change that it's going to bring. This disaster is not your fault. please know this. I said it, 4 times now? 3 times. You may be in shock at first, but this event is also going to be a breakthrough because you are going to be given a chance to see the world in a very different way. Additionally, this card may signify issues with property, challenges to your security, and maybe feeling vulnerably financially and in relationships, but for you, it's going to be a relationship. Financially, you're going to do okay. The advice for this card for you, Cora, is to surrender to the universe. Leave it in the hands of the universe. Nothing you can do. Give up control. Begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. Keep focused on you, your present, where you are, and where you're going to be. Focus in on that. You now have the freedom to start over and a strong foundation as well to rebuild whatever has fallen. Keywords to break down endings: chaos, surrender, breakthrough. But the last 2 words are encouraging: beginnings and enlightenment. All right, enlightenment. I'm sorry, I was surprised to see that card come up after the 4 of Wands. That was surprising. And then the next card right on top of the Tower. You know what I think of this card? I don't like it. I don't like it at all, Cora, especially for someone like you. The Heartbreak card of Tarot. Very, very sorry. But that's the way she rolls, kind of a thing. That's right. Cora's a very strong woman, but she's extremely emotional when it comes to matters of the heart. She hurts very deeply. And this has been a long, long time that she has involved her life, a chunk of her life, into something she was never sure of from the start. This 3 is the Heartbreak card of the Tarot, but thankfully, it's a minor arcana card. All right. It's signifying a transient event that you are going to process and you are going to heal from. Emphasis on that. It often arises to reveal relationship breakups, affairs, disappointments. The positive part of this card is that at least now you're going to know exactly where you stand. You're going to see the truth. And very much quickly behind that, you're going to turn and you're going to look ahead and you're going to see where you're going. You haven't been able to do that in a long time. You have a clearer picture. The 3 of Cups can also signify symptoms of anxiety and fear. Lord knows you've had a lot of years with the anxiety and the fear. But and you hear me say this a lot, Cora, you've got to allow yourself to feel your own pain, because you need to see the truth of the matter, and that's painful for you, but only for a while. It's not a pain that's going to stay with you forever. And with that, how you handle that is you have faith. You got nothing else. You got faith to believe that it's not going to feel this way forever. The situation really, as a matter of fact, it's happened for a reason. It's happened for a reason. Keywords are heartbreak and sorrow, betrayal, love, affairs of the heart, breakup, and tears. Only honesty, straightforward honesty, and going like this and turning and looking ahead and facing the truth and facing the future. But all of that painful truth, you're dropping it off as you go. It's falling off behind you and you're leaving it. The next card, though, is a really good one. And it is the Hanged Man. It's fine. You don't have to worry. You're going to be held up for a little bit, Cora, because of what you're going through here. It's going to take some time to process it and go through with it. Pick the pieces back up. It's going to take time for you. It is going to take time for you. All right. I'm sorry. No, they're done through donations, Jackie. Just a moment, Andrea. No, you don't pay here. There's no I can't even remember what it's called. Smart choice chat. Hold on a minute, guys. Just hold on for a moment, please. And I'll bring up the information that you're looking for. Please hold on a moment. Be patient with me. My moderator's not here right now, so she can't help any. Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment, everybody. You're going to use one of 2 things. If you're within Canada, you would use the e-transfer system, and you're going to see my email here to use the e-transfer system. Okay, just a moment. And if you're anywhere else on the planet, I don't care if you're in Borneo. I don't care. You're going to use PayPal. That's who I'm registered with, is PayPal. And you're going to get the link. Okay. Here's the Canadian one where you would use my email. One moment. I'm going to post it here. I've got several windows open to do this. Bear with me a moment. Here is the Canadian one. It's got my email. If you're Canadian, you know what e-transfer is and how it works, and that you need my email. And there it is. Thank you very much. And the next one is for PayPal. All right. And I'm going to post that into just a moment. There you go. There's the information. Okay, Corey, you've got the hangman here. You've got the hangman. Not to worry. It just shows that you're going, well, when you're going through heartbreak and heartache, everything seems to stop and evolve around not doing anything, not moving. That's a natural reaction. It's not devastation. You're very welcome, Andrea Escobar. And here he is. All right, but look. He said, I'm not going to twist and turn and back and forth and trying to get the hell out of this. There's nothing I can do in the moment. I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to relax. Look at his hands. They're not made into fists out of frustration. Look at him. He's gotten comfortable. He said, I can think. Nobody can shut my brain off. Nobody can shut my brain off. You're welcome, Jackie A. And that's exactly how it's going to go for you. When the hangman, here's the generic side. When the hangman arrives in your reading and you cannot move forward, you're feeling stuck in limbo. You may be waiting for a decision to be made, or generally feel that some aspects of your life are going on hold because relationships and projects are remaining static, kind of caught in the middle. Well, you know how he does that with you. Doesn't give you a straight answer and leaves you hanging for a long time. He's known for that. The lack of control can leave you feeling very frustrated. You may decide to reach a compromise rather than hang around much longer. Don't do that. Because you make a compromise, you find yourself, before you know it, back where you started from, and you haven't moved any further ahead. You're still stuck. You're still hanging. That's not right. The hangman is asking you to stay calm and to think through your options. So you'd have to ask yourself, what are my options? And we all have options, all right? But that's rather than rush to find an instant way out, to stop and think, okay? And this will end up being time not wasted after all, although you may feel like you're wasting your time just hanging there. There's nothing you can do, so you make the most of it. No one can shut you off up here or in here. Nobody. The advice: use this time waiting so you can see your situation in a new light. Find a different perspective, a different way of looking at it. You may find a genius solution, or you could even gain some valuable insight. These are good things. It's moral way of moving forward and growing. You're still growing. This isn't stopping you. Waiting, time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. And try to remain wise. Each decision thought through carefully, looking at it from different angles to see what different outcomes might bring you. You're going to be given that insight. Okay? Don't let anybody restrict you either. Don't let that happen. Don't let anybody put the restrictions on you. You damn well do what you damn well want. It's just that flippin' simple. You're going to do what you want to do. No one's going to tell you anymore. They're not going to hold emotion and love over you. Well, maybe I'll give it to you. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Screw that shit. You're going to be done with it. You are going to be done with it. You truly are. I'm going to end with this card right here for you. Ready? Boom. Look what you got. Look at the hope in this card, the joy, the love, the never-ending circle of life and living. Look at this. It's your Midas touch guy. He's got the Midas touch. Look how the fish are all synchronized, swimming in the same way, protecting him, holding him up, loving him. He's not alone. He's got nothing but pure life around him. So do you. So do you. Bear with me one moment. This is gorgeous. It's a beauty, the Midas touch card. That's what I nickname him. Because it seems like this is where things really begin to change for you. Things start working in your favor. Because everything you touch, everything you're behind, everything you're on turns to gold. Turns to pure gold. It's beautiful. The world is showing you that your life is going to be regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you are seeking. And you celebrate your darn achievement too. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. Leave yourself open. The card also shows the completion of a phase and such as a meeting of a target, finally gaining what it is that you've been going for, hitting that target, attaining the goal. Here we go again. Or, Cora, finalizing a house move or other major project that is that so. Okay. The world often comes up in your reading to signify a relationship landmark. All right. There are opportunities for you to travel. And if you're single, you could have some romantic adventures at this time along the way. The advice: celebrate what you have achieved. Embrace new opportunities. You're going to be full of energy, Cora, and full of motivation. You're not going to be laying down, dropping to your knees and saying, I can't take this. Oh, yes, you will. You won't even come close to dropping to your knees, not this time around. You're not going to allow yourself to be hurt like that or go through the same things because it didn't pay off. Everything that you invested into, like what you did with Bob, you invested so much, you dropped to your knees how many times? Never paid off for you. Don't do that again. Not unless you're trying to save somebody's life. Don't ever do that again. You're going to have energy. You're going to have motivation. You're going to see the whole world as your oyster. And what comes with oysters? People, places, situations, and things. They're full of pearls. You start collecting the pearls, picking them as you want them, as you desire, as you see fit. They're yours for the picking, yours for the taking. These are good things for you. However they come across, they're good for you. The best, the best. Keywords of success, completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. Hold on, Cora. If Tarot has one more thing to say to you, they got the chance to say one more thing. What do they want you to know? This is going to be your last card, my dear. I don't know, Cora. I did the best I could. Maybe it's all about something else. It's not about what we're both thinking. Maybe it's not. Time's going to tell. But I get the feeling very strongly, Cora, you're going to be in a place you're going to say, I'm not doing this anymore. Nope. You're going to answer me, and you're going to answer me now in this moment. I'm not waiting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks to get an answer to one damn question. You'll answer me now. That's how you're going to get. Lachey, welcome. One more run through, Cora, and then I'm going to cut the deck and see. Cora, you're about to become a lot stronger, probably the strongest you've ever been. You're not a weakling. You're not a pushover. You're not somebody's doormat. We got the Father of Cups is the card that came up for you. Okay. Let's see what he's going to bring up. Hold on. The Father of Cups. I can't lose my cards here. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. No, that's too far ahead. Way back. There's the daughter. So the father's not far behind. There's the father. All right. Here we go. It's your last card, Cora. The Father of Cups has a truly unique and dynamic personality. He's the most feminine of all the fathers within the tarot, and usually a patron of the arts. He's a dignified man who supports his family and community. The only thing holding this man back are his deeply rooted insecurities. They are vast, and they affect his personality in many unpredictable ways. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't mean anything right now. It's going to mean something. But this man is going to be part of your life in some way, some shape, and some form. So there you go. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. I'm going to go through and we'll see who's up next. Whoever sent the next question in. Bear with me while I slide my cards. I never put them together. I don't just clunk and then throw them in with the deck. I separate my cards. It's a habit I'm developing to always do that. So when the same repetitive card comes up, it's there because it's meant to be. All right. Let me see here. All right. Let me look. Everything comes in through my email, and that's where I check. So thank you very much, Cora. It'll be interesting to see how things play out, if nothing else, right? And you know, tarot isn't, and what comes out through tarot is not written in stone. It's not. So, Yuna Escobar, you're up next. Who's after Yuna? The next person after Yuna is going to be, Eclectic Enterprises will be after Yuna Escobar. Miss Escobar, where are you? There you are, Andrea. Hi. Nothing. You just ask your question. Or you want just a general card to see what happens? Or do you have a specific question? That's all I need. So, Queen of Moise? Okay. All right. I'll remember that. I'll call you as soon as I'm all done with Andrea. So we're waiting. That was a pretty heavy reading for Cora. She's been through too much stuff. She's one of the nicest humans you'd ever want to meet. I'm going to tell you. The universe itself has nothing at stake and nothing personal. It doesn't like, dislike, favor, or anything like that. It is what it is. You know, so I'm just waiting for Andrea. She's probably got a question by the looks of it. So, oh, that tea's good. I'm really sorry, Cora. You know, there's a sense of tension in me as I'm seeing the cards and I'm reading them. I try to not show that. You deserve better. I wish he would just shed whatever he's all about and come forward the way you want and the way you need. I wish you wouldn't have to go through somebody else. You've invested so much into him. We're just waiting on Andrea. There we go. Andrea says, I miss my Capricorn ex. I know. So wondering if he will be back. We broke up on September the 1st. But if not, how do I get him out of my head? Well, there's a challenge. If you haven't been certain since September, you haven't been 100% that he's not coming back. Wow. Where your head has been and your heart has been, wow. Caught in limbo, almost. I bet you do. Because you feel like it's a weakness, almost. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Okay, Andrea, here we go. Andrea and her Capricorn love, they've been separated since September the 1st. And she's asking, is he going to ever return to her life? Everything's been yeah. She still has strong feelings for him. She still, let's be honest, let's not beat around the bush. She's been waiting for her ex to come back. It's been since September the 1st. Where you know it's going to be a year. And she still holds on to hope because she misses him. It says to her, I must really love him to still be missing him. When can I stop thinking about him? When can I stop mourning over our relationship? You know, when do I get out of this standstill position where I'm not going anywhere and there's nothing happening for me? There's been no changes in my life other than him being gone. There's this big, empty, vacant spot in my life and within me, and it hurts like hell. I want him to come back, or else I want to stop pining for him, stop aching for him. I need to go one way or another. I need to have growth. I need new life blown into my life. I need things to start moving again. I need things to start growing again, and the motion being forward and upward, and to leave all of that behind with no regrets. He's just there. Yeah. What's going to happen for Andrea? Oh, I just got butterflies. What's going to happen for Andrea? I'm going to roll one more time, and then I'm going to cut the deck, and we will begin. What's going to happen for her? Is he going to come back, or is she going to be able to move on? It's got to be one or the other. Not this hanging in perpetual state here of not knowing. The very first card I pulled for you, Andrea. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know. Okay. Very first card I pulled for you, Two of Pentacles. It showed up to tell you you've got options. You're just not seeing them. You're looking at the options of him coming back, or you get moving on without him to begin with. Correct? So, but there are options available to you, but you're just not seeing them. That's what's coming through on the card. Hold on. I'm going to pull the generic for you. It's a Pentacles. That's a good thing. That's for sure. With the Two of Pentacles, we're looking here at, yes, the card is showing that you're about to make a decision on something. There is a decision that is underway right now. You're considering your options, and you're rehearsing all the possible outcomes rather than taking any action. There are lots of choices here. Some of the more everyday, mundane, earthly ones are studying, potential home, where to travel. In your personal finances, there could be a little demand on your resources as far as your money goes, your money situation. If you're not really careful, and this is not devastating or anything like that, Andrea, but you need to be careful, or you'll end up finding yourself juggling your income to balance out your financial books if you're not careful, okay? You need, right now, here's your advice, you need to pay attention to the details of any financial agreements or offers that you take, so that you don't get in over your head. You got to be upfront, present, and you have to be very sharp at contracts and deals that you set to sign your name to. Be very, very careful. Be sharp. Look for long-term benefits too. With anything that has potential to have a long-term benefit, look it over. Consider it. All right? Don't be going for too many short-term gains. Those are quick fixes. There's a price to pay for them. Not a good one either. Your keywords on this card are choices in property, finances, balance, judgment, contracts, and details. Hello, Mary Jane. You overthink all your options, do you, Andrea? Hi, Gina. How you doing, sister? It's really nice to see you, Mary Jane. Okay. The next card that came up is probably representing you, Andrea. It's a court card. It's a queen. Usually the queens, the querent is being represented here. You're being represented by a very beautiful and a very lovely one. Not too bad. I had my little nap and then said, yep, I'm doing mini readings. I watched a good movie and that really pushed it home for me to do mini readings. So it was all about life and death connecting, and all of it was really good. You're an Aquarius. Okay. That's interesting too. That's really, really interesting. Okay. Let's go. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. You're very lucky. What a beautiful card to be represented by for you, Andrea. This is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Again, we're still within the suit of Pentacles, and that is a good thing. A Libra moon, okay, and Taurus rising. That's really, thank you, Jackie. I'll check it out in a minute. That's beautiful. Those are really nice signs for you. You're a really good friend to people. When you're somebody's friend, you're very, very giving. Emotionally, you're there to help. You're there for them to lean on if they need you. You're a very, very, very good friend. A very good friend. You're a lovely person. You're affectionate. You're generous. You're the wise helper we all want in our lives. We need in our lives. You love nature. You love your home and your family. But you're also very practical and you're very down to earth. That's why you're struggling so hard with this. Because you're normally full of common sense and you're going, why? Why do I still feel him here? You know, you struggle with it and you don't like it. As the U card in the reading, and this is you, the Queen is showing you. Now is the time for you to start to focus on your key tasks. And you need to spend your money wisely. Another meaning is that there could be an influential woman in your life or at work, but it's somebody that supports you. They support you. Be more hands-on is the advice. So you need to actively get up and start doing all the things that you're thinking about, all the things that are playing on your mind. You can't stop living because you still feel him there. Continue to live, continue to walk, continue to go forward. Don't let it stop you. Whatever you do, don't let it stop you. Get involved with things. Give practical help. When you see somebody that needs your help, give that help. And share your knowledge with those that you need it as well. You can be a big aid. You know what? And by helping other people, you know what you're really doing is helping here. You're helping yourself in the long run, in the bigger picture. You're helping yourself, Andrea. You're going to become your own best friend. You're going to be that very giving, generous friend that you are to everybody else. You're going to say, well, I'm going to be my own best friend. Now, what should I do in that capacity? If I am my own best friend, what should I do in that capacity? Key words here: generosity and fertility, which means growth, money, comfort, love, nature, animals, children, this sort of a thing. Okay? You're a beautiful specimen, my dear. And why are you sitting there letting yourself rot away? Going to turn into a ball of dust and become a dust bunny and just be eradicated, poof. Where you don't become part of the world anymore. You're just in it. You're there. Kind of like how we lean a broom up in the corner. Only use it when we need it. You don't want to have your life like that. You've got so much potential here. The only way you're going to be able to shake yourself of him is to take a highly active part in life itself. You're going to have a huge regret no matter what happens. You'll kick your own butt for wasting so much time. Giving more to yourself than you've ever given to anything or anyone, and you got nothing back for it. There's the problem. Yes, there's the problem. That's not good. I believe, Andrea, that you got to allow, I tell people, you're feeling hurt and you're feeling like you want to fold in on yourself and close out the world. You're feeling devastated. Good. Keep feeling that. When people go, what do you mean good? I don't wish it on you, but it's there, isn't it? The pain is overwhelming and it's there. It's very real to you. You've got to attend to that. You've got to allow yourself to feel the pain, the loss, the grief. You've got to cry. You've got to carry on. Some people would say, smarten up, stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's not that you're feeling sorry for yourself. Well, you are, but it's in a very healthy way because you're acknowledging what you're going through. You're not going into a pocket of denial going, oh, well, none of that's there. None of that heartbreak is there. That devastation, the broken heart, the pain in my chest. It's not there. That's in denial. And some people would say, you shut that off and you get on with your life. No. You have to tend to yourself first. The way you would tend to your best friend, you'd never leave her side. You'd be there 24/7. You need to treat yourself that way. You need to become her. And then, again, kind of a thing. Oh, my goodness. Wow, Andrea. That's terrible. That is overwhelming. When we go through these things, we sure learn a lot about ourselves, though. We really, really do. We learn a lot about ourselves. You know, I don't care if you had 100 patients when you lose one. Someone that you've been with for a while, you have to pay it its due respect, and that has your feelings towards it. All right? That's part of it. But you do. Oh, Andrea, good God Almighty. Oh, my God. Oh, Andrea, it'd be like losing a child. That is terrible for you. I really am. I'm feeling so sorry about this. Oh, life can be so raw. And this is raw, right to the core. You can't shut that off. You can be professional when you have to be, but you need to expend your emotions. You really need to do that. You really, really do. That's just awful. I'm so sorry. But become your own best friend is the main message off this card because you're going to need that. The next card we have here shows the generous side of your spirit. It represents that. We've got the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles. Whoa, that's heavy, Andrea. That's heavy stuff, man. I'm telling you. Whoa, I'm going to tell you. I mean, you know you're living it, you know. With the Six of Pentacles, let's cover it. You're going to be receiving a gift. It's probably going to be in the form of money or another token of love, friendship, maybe even a gift of support. This money is feel-good money if you're the recipient. And if you're the recipient, you're going to be feeling genuinely grateful for this extra money. Equally, you may be the one donating time, effort, and money. And if you do, you'll be doing this with thought and sensitivity. It's beautiful. This is whether you're giving to a friend, an individual, somebody that you know is struggling, or even to an organization such as your favorite charity. You may be giving there as well. The advice: receive any gifts that you get with thanks and grace. And if it's you giving to others, enjoy it. And remember this: giving within itself is its own reward. It's a beautiful thing. You do so with thought and sensitivity. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. The advice: receive all your gifts with thanks and grace. Be humble. Doesn't happen for everybody every day. Your keywords here are finances, gifts, balance, help, compassion, humility, and protection. This would be the last card here in the Oceanic that I'm pulling for you. The King of Cups. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm not done yet, Andrea. I'm not done with you yet. Okay. There he is. The king has integrity. The king has honor and sensitivity. And it's somebody that's very devoted to his friends, his family, and his career. And when he makes a commitment, he is loyal for life. He may be distant at times, since he feels everything deeply. Thing is, he may not show it all. But if the card is resonating with you, then this makes this a you card. This king is indicating that you should balance empathy with others while keeping fairness to yourself. He also represents the ideal male partner. The advice: follow your own emotions, but don't feel that you've got to explain your feelings to anybody. You just trust that you're right in the way that you feel. That's your intuition. Fairness and empathy, sympathy, loyalty, maturity, commitment, and honor. Let me try to pull one from here. I'm also going to use the pendulum to directly answer your question here about him. Okay, just a moment. But we'll cut a card first. If you got one more thing that you want to say to Andrea, please use this moment, this opportunity to bring forth. If there's anything else you think she needs to hear, bring it forward right now. I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to roll through, and then I'm going to cut right here. Really? Four of Swords. You bear with me just a moment. And a cute little look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Just one moment. Come on. Geez, I got a hard time turning the pages in this. Come on. Jeez. With this Four of Swords, tough, threatening swords loom above. The lamb sits in stillness without fear. The Four of Swords says it's time to look inward and to find the mental power to cope with the pressures. It's important to rest. It's important to seek meditation or find literature that focuses on ways to quiet the mind. Take this time to recuperate and move inward before these swords strike. Take the time to turn inward. That's a good thing. It's just giving you a heads up. You need to become your own best friend. You need to deal with what's going on. You need to allow. You need to heal. That's a good way of putting it. You said it better than I could. Bear with me for a moment. Now, we're going to find out a yes or no if he's going to return. Where is it? We're going to use Lilith, and I'll bring the camera down so that you can see. All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is for Andrea. Still within the parameters of Andrea's reading. The main question, the big question. Her ex-love is a Capricorn, and they've separated a long time ago, months and months ago. Is there any chance that her and her ex are going to reunite at all? She's going right into no. Look at no. He's not coming back. No. She's going to be able to put this to rest and move forward. Look at the change there. She changed on a dime, man. Yes, you are. The answer to that is yes, you are. Does the future look encouraging and hopeful for Andrea? She's going to be able to walk and shake the shackles off of the presence and the spirit of her ex-boyfriend? Is she going to be able to move forward without him in a very healthy way? It's saying yes. Look forward. Start walking. The song, These Boots Are Made for Walking, has just come into my mind. Look it up on YouTube. These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. There we go. And even Lilith is Tickle Pink here for some reason. She doesn't see anything to worry about. She doesn't see anything to worry about. You're going to do fine. Better than what you believe in the moment, but you're going to be okay. And you're going to do fine, Andrea. You really are. The only regret will be the time that you spent aching and pining, waiting and hoping and hurting. You're going to go, damn, I wasted too much time already on this. It's time to move on. And that's the way it'll go. Thank you so much, Andrea, for allowing me to do this for you, this reading for you, and a very personal reading as well. Wishing you all the best. You will, not you pray. You pray all you want, but you're going to. Of course you are. You are going to get over him. You are going to move on. You don't see it right now. That's okay. Take this reading and tuck it off to the side for a little bit. Down the road, you'll be going back to it and going, oh my God, it actually folded out. It's the best way. Hi, MK. Okay, the next person is Queenie Epileptics. Where is Queenie? Hi, MK. How you doing? Where did she go? I hope she didn't fall asleep on us. LLC. Where is... There you are, Queen Moist. There we go. Okay, here's Queenie's question. Yeah, November, or the 11th month, November 7th, day 63. Is he the one? If not, can you do a love reading? I'm also going to... Okay. Let's hope that it all comes out. Okay. Okay, this is for Queena. And there's a man, and you've been here, you've heard it. Is he the one for her? Is he the one for her? Is he the one for her? How you doing tonight, Lachey? How you doing? Hope everything's okay with you. Okay, let's go. Is he the one? She has her eye on someone at the thought they may be the one. I'll roll through one more time, Queena. Cut the deck. No, he is not the one by any means at all. No, 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 no. Never mind what you feel. Never mind your temptations. Never mind your yearning. The answer is no. He's not for you. How do I know that right off the get-go? Because I got this rotten card. This card, other readers may read all kinds of other things into this card. But this card, I'm telling you right now, is not a good sign at all. At all. Are you at your place of... You're there. Ah. Oh, you said right ahead you made it. Okay, I see it. Oh, Lachey. Right on, girlfriend. Good for you. Oh, Lachey. Have you got a nice little toddy beside you with a little umbrella and orange on the side? Are you doing anything like that? You're at the beach house. Oh my God, Lachey, I'm so envious. That is just incredible. Queen is not a good card that came up. That guy's not for you. The end. You wanted an answer? You asked a question, you want an answer? There's your answer. Hold on. This card usually represents, if it's in the Rider-Waite deck, usually what we call the beginner's deck of tarot. It's represented there isn't as a couple caught in a couple of whirlpools. No. No. The prompt on the card is temptation, represented by the devil. Devil's all about tempting us. And you're tempted very strongly. You're pulled. He's not the one. I can tell you that right now. This is not a good situation they find themselves in here. All right. Oh, you're quite early. You're quite early. Hi, Emily Martin. You're very, very early where you're at, Lachey. I don't blame you. Good girl. I am so glad you're there. I'm really glad for you that you made it. This is beautiful. Fantastic. And you've been working so hard. You deserve this very much. I'm going to read the generic side here, Queena, of this card. Okay. The vortex reveals you, if anything, you're feeling your heart. You feel very trapped. You feel stuck in the situation. You could be enslaved by a job, financial contract, or love and lust. A common meaning of the vortex here is affairs. Whoever this guy is, he's not true blue. He's not going to stay faithful to you. The situation means that you feel that you've got little power and you almost feel like somebody else, another person, have control over you, or even other parties. It could be a work group. You may be feeling attracted to a person or situation that will not do you any good, not at all. And for this reason, another meaning of the vortex could be addictions, and it could be to substances, or maybe you're addicted to the very thought of love itself, falling in love. However, your bondage is only an illusion. The bondage of your heart is an illusion. It's not true blue. It's not the real deal. But you can decide to break free whenever you decide to break free. Okay? Then it's reworded to what it means for you. I'm just giving you what this is. If you decide it's time to break an agreement or a habit, you need to do it. It's going to be easier than you think. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. It's time for you to stand up and to take your own power. And if you weren't into him like that, why did you ask that question? You gave the date and whatever, and you said, is he the one? The one for what? One for what? Choices and contracts, control and power, affairs, restrictions, and addictions. This is the card of not having as much control over you and your life as you should have. You got to start bucking back a little bit, pushing back a little bit. You need to start raising things up a little bit because they're for you. You got to be your own best friend again and do what a best friend would do. You treat yourself with kid gloves. You treat yourself with kindness and with patience, and you look for the best things for you. Okay? Really. This is unbelievable. This is, things have gone on the way they've gone on. Whatever's going on in your life has gone on too long. It's time for you to buckle down and get control again. And don't let anybody tell you you can't do something that you want to do. You can. You don't allow them to rule you. You don't allow other people to rule you. I don't care who the other people are or who the other person is. You take control back of your life. Would they do this for you? I don't think so. Time for you to grab back. Quita, you must grab back and get in control again. Okay? Now, you're very, very lucky here. I'll tell you why. You're very, 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 very lucky. Okay? She is very much so. Loving herself is a good way to go. Hi, Belinda. Welcome, 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 Belinda. You know what card you got next? You're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to break free of this. You're going to be able to get control of your own life again. This is how I know. Look what you got. Are you ever lucky? Are you ever, ever, ever lucky? You got the star, my dear. She brings you hope. This is a beautiful, breathtakingly beautiful card for you to receive. Incredible. Oh, last shade. Oh, that's it. Try to maybe, I don't know, you don't have to, but if you're up to it or in the mood, maybe a picture. Picture of the sunset. Okay, here's what the star has to say to you, Queena. You've worked through heartache and you've worked through conflicts and you've understood the lessons of these difficult experiences, and now you're beginning to feel hope once again. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more a star is guiding you toward happier times. The card, therefore, is revealing for you personal growth. And this is coming through healing from past issues and knowing that you can be free from old patterns, old ways of relating, and you can feel more whole and more fulfilled in the future. You're the one in control of that, Quita. The star is also a card of creativity, and it offers you great reassurance that you are on the right path. You're headed in the right way, Queena. You're headed in the right way. This is a beautiful thing. You really are. Wow. The star is a card of creativity, and that means pops of color in your life instead of gray and stagnant color. And it offers great reassurance that you are on the right path. So if you've been feeling a little conflicted, suffering, or doubting your own abilities, if you can do something or not, the star in your reading is a sure sign that everything is going to be just fine. Advice: follow your heart, Queena. Respect your own inner knowing. Respect your intuition. And trust that the universe is going to bring you whatever you require. Whatever it is, it's going to bring it for you. Okay? The key words here are creativity and dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and wishes. You ever lucky to get that card. Really, really, really lucky. Now, the next card I have for you is another gorgeous card. It's a King of Pentacles. This can be an actual person, or it can just be the energies that come with the Queen of, or the King of Pentacles. Okay? Trust. Trusting yourself or trusting another. But the energy of trust is very much alive. You need to listen to it and you need to heed it. Okay? Not be sour-minded or negative toward anything like that. Trust that this is what's meant to be for you. Gorgeous, just incredibly gorgeous. The King of Pentacles. He's quite the dude. The energy of him. The King reveals a man who's ambitious, trustworthy, protective, and when he commits to a project or a relationship, he's loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or a leader. Maybe this is the man you were referring to. He's got a very strong hands-on attitude. He's not afraid if he creates somebody, he has to hire people to do the work and to help, but he's right there with him. He's that type of a person. He's right. He's an incredible human being. He represents generosity and love. And what you gain, you can share with the people who are most important to you. The advice: protect what is yours. That could be your pride. That could be your inner self, your spirit. But do this while you're helping others on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success is going to bring to you. Another beautiful card for you, what I tell you. It's indicating you've got some beautiful things headed your way. And don't be afraid to embrace them and to claim them. They're yours. Keywords are money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. Gorgeous. Last card I pulled for you. You got another one. I can't believe it. For somebody to get The Star and this card in one reading, it's kicking butt, man. It's kicking it in your favor. Believe you me. You got the Midas Touch card. How beautiful is this? Look. Look at him. You see how he's protected by the flow of life around him. He's protected. He's feeling very open, very relaxed. And he's not afraid to go forward. He's not afraid to go forward. He really isn't. This is beautiful. Incredible. You let me bring him up and give the generic side of the card here to you. Where is he? I gotta find him. I went by him. Somehow I missed him. Just a minute. There he is. The world shows that your life is being regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you seek, and you will be celebrating your achievements. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. The card also shows the completion of a phase, such as you meeting a target or hitting a goal, making it, finalizing maybe even a house move or another major project. The world often comes up in readings to signify a relationship landmark as well. There are opportunities for you to travel. If you are single, you may have some romantic adventures on this as well. Celebrate what you have achieved as far as you can. You celebrate where you find yourself as far as you've come. Celebrate that. Put up your gratitude to the universe. Embrace new opportunities. You are going to be full of energy and you are going to be full of motivation, and the world is going to feel like it's your oyster. And for you to start picking the pearls from those oysters to work in your favor as well. So, success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. Now, you hold on a moment. I'm going to pull you one from the Dark, the Wild Unknown Tarot. If there's one more message you would like to give to Queena, what is the message you want her to receive? What do you want to give her a heads up about or give her insight into? I almost dropped them. Oh, don't drop these cards, Natalie. They're so new. Oh, my God. And slippery and stiff. What else do you want to say to Queena? The House. Good for you, Queen. I'm glad that resonated with you. Let's see what else. They got one more opportunity to give you the insight on something, to give you the heads up, or give you the knowledge on something, or giving you something to even think about. I'm going to cut right here, right here. Judgment. It's a beautiful card. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. That's really beautiful. Really, really, really nice. It's a major arcana. Bear with me. If I can get at it. I got to go page by page here. Come on now, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. There it is. I got it. I got it. This is your last card. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of this word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself. No more blaming others. No more excuses, period. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card is asking you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn. And what a relief it will be. There you go. That's gorgeous. What a gorgeous card. That's beautiful. All right. Get everything straightened away here. Thank you so much, Queena. I hope that helped you. I hope it gave you some enlightenment and some insight as well. But that's beautiful. The house resonated with you. That's something else. That's gorgeous, my dearie. It's gorgeous. Everything's going to eventually go your way the way you want it to. That's kind of what I'm getting anyway. Big time. You're welcome, Queena. Remember, keep your head on straight. Watch where you walk. Open yourself up. There's opportunities for things to go your way here. You're going to be able to accomplish a few things as well that may be seemed a little above you, beyond your reach. No, you're going to reach them. You're going to make them happen. I have to look and see who's up next. I know there's a couple more. I think there's another 2 more, I think. Let me see. Yes, there is. I was right. The next person that's up for a reading is Krabby Cakes. Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful. Do you have a question? Krabby Cakes. Got a cute name. Krabby Cakes Tarot. She's just saying she's been watching the channel for years and she enjoys the channel, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't indicate there was a question. Almost sounded like a donation, just flat out. I don't know. That's why I need to wait a minute to see if she hears me. Krabby Cakes, where are you? Is there a question? I'll see who comes after her to put them on standby. Okay. Emily Martin, don't you go anywhere. You might be next. I'm not sure. What do you want, honey bunny? You want back? Oh, my goodness. You got to put me on the edge of the chair. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What a kid. What a guy. Get up. Come on up. Come on. That's a good boy. There you go. You're up. Yeah, just hold on another minute. We give her a minute. It sounded like more like just a gift. But maybe she's here. She could be lagging a bit, or maybe she stepped away. We'll just give her a moment here to see if she shows up. I asked the universe tonight before I began, please bring the joy and the love and the excitement and the warmth of love and the universe to the readings. Give everybody something to smile about. Give people hope and belief. And I hope that that's what's happening. So I think you had a question, though, didn't you? No, you didn't. Okay, just give her a couple more minutes. Just another minute here. But I don't think she's coming forward. You know what, Karen? Today and yesterday, I haven't had. Knock on wood. Thank you, universe. Thank you, whoever did the work. I haven't had one dizzy spell yesterday or today. None. Getting out of bed like I was having them. Whoa, I'd go back down to bed again. It's been great. It's been really good. I still have the ringing in my ear, but I haven't felt like vomiting. I haven't felt like passing out or anything like that. It's been good. Compared to the way I was feeling for the last couple of weeks compared to, wow. So, oh, I hope so. It's not me. I'm just the interpreter. I'm the mediator. I really don't take credit other than feeling very blessed and very special that I'm able to connect the way I do and that I can trust what I'm feeling and trust what I'm hearing. That's it. Outside of that, I don't do a damn thing. Spirit speaks, the guides all speak. But they use the tools, which are the cards and the pendulums and whatever I choose, whatever I'm comfortable with. I'm happy about that too, Karen. I really am. Oh, to not feel dizzy. Oh, somebody asked me today, they said, you're going to go down to the beach today. I think they were thinking more of Bear because today's Bear's birthday, little Bear's birthday. He's 2 years old today. And I said I didn't know. I wasn't sure. And I didn't know if I should push it or not. So when I can go 4 or 5 days with no dizzy spells, then I'll take a walk to the beach. Is what I'll do. Yeah, Lashay, it's his birthday. He's 2. Can't believe it. He's so rambunctious and full of piss and vinegar, and oh my goodness. He's a good boy. I love him so much. I love him so much. It's unreal what I feel for him. Yeah, he's 2 years old. Today, May the 19th. Okay, oh my goodness, Emily. Go ahead, Emily, with your question. I sang him happy birthday a few times today, but his head just went sideways. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness, your birthday's tomorrow, Lashay? Happy birthday to Lashay. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's very energetic. You wouldn't believe it, MK. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, Emily. We're going to get started. You want a general card? I love them because you never know what's going to come up. But Lashay's birthday's tomorrow, everybody. Everybody hear me? I don't care. You better not be lagging. Lashay's birthday is tomorrow. They say it's your birthday. Da, 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 da. You'll be walking the beach at 12:01. You be careful out there after dark. Jackie A, are you Krabby Cakes? Yeah, okay, Emily, hold on. Hold on, Emily. There she is. Will my Farmette mortgage be a baby, you got to get down. You can't get up in front of me, hon. I'm sorry. Might be your birthday, but you can't do that. I love you so much. You know that. I don't even know. You know it. I love you, my son. Oh, you're my boy. Okay, so Jackie is Krabby Cakes. So you stay still, Emily. We'll get to you very shortly. You're next. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lashay. Happy birthday to you and many more. There we go. There we go. This is for Krabby Cakes, also known as Jackie. Jackie A or Jackie. Call it. Here we go. This is for Jackie. She wants to know if her Farmette mortgage is going to be approved. Good, Lashay. You be good to yourself too, my dear. You better be. Give yourself an awesome birthday. An awesome birthday. The start of walking on a beach is beautiful. I'm so glad. I got goosebumps that you are where you are, Lashay. It's beautiful. I'm so glad you made it there. You sound calm. You sound together. You sound relaxed. I'm so glad you're spending part of the evening here with us, too. Okay. This is for Jackie A. She's asking if her Farmette loan is going to be approved. Will her mortgage be approved? I'm going to run through one more time, Jackie, and I'm going to cut the deck. There we go. Is Jackie's mortgage for the Farmette going to be approved? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, Jackie. Because this one, the third card, made no sense, so I have to stop there. But you got 2 good cards. The very first card, the second card is awesome. I'll pull another card from the Dark Unknown Tarot, and I'll use the pendulum as well, Lilith, and ask her directly if you're going to be approved or not. Okay, let me get comfortable here. That's beautiful, Lashay. Gorgeous. Are you alone, Lashay, on this trip? Have you got a friend? Someone you travel with? Someone you can have dinner with? I'm curious. I'm being nosy. King of the Ocean. Okay, Jackie. It's time for you, my dear, to get your papers and what is needed, get them all in order and have them ready. You're all alone? Well, I hope you enjoy your dinner. That's for sure. You got the King of the Ocean. He matters. He's the King of Order as well. Pay very close attention to that. Okay, Jackie? King of the Ocean. And he is way back. Yeah, okay. Let me see here. He's going to pop up in a moment. I think he's right. Yes, he is. He's right there. You've been praying so much. Well, it's going to pay off for you. I can tell you that, my dear. At least I think it is. The King of the Ocean is a symbol of order. So if you've had chaos ruling recently in your life, know that order and balance is going to soon be restored. If any boundaries of yours have been crossed, you're going to be able to reassert yourself and your territory. And for this reason, he reveals an end to any disputes that may have been going on. At home, you'll soon be getting a lot more organized, and at work, good leadership and management will reign within you. This is beautiful. As a person, the king makes the ideal partner, or he may stand for a father or a father figure. Oh my goodness. The advice: it's time to get your work, your finances, or your home in order. And it's time for you to take control to protect your assets because you're the one with the power to do so. Keywords are focus and protection, wisdom, organization, authority, leadership, and boundaries. It looks like you're setting things up within your circle of you in your life. And you're going to do a damn fine job of it as well. It's looking pretty good. The next card. So which means, in a way, anything can happen here. Okay? How's this for you? How is this for you? The Wheel of Fortune. The prompt is destiny. Destiny. What an incredible card for you, my dear. Bear with me. What a gorgeous card. Anything's possible when destiny comes into play, you know. It truly, truly is. Anything can be possible. Beautiful. Let's see here. Excuse me. All aspects of your life are going to be boosted with the wheel as you move forward and you allow fate to take you into your destined direction. The card also shows you're going to be feeling generally optimistic and able to make the most of your luck. You're going to be turning unexpected opportunities into great decisions that change everything for the better. Another meaning is clairvoyance. Your intuition, you better listen to it because it's going to become heightened. Okay? And you're going to be developing a lot stronger spiritually as well. This wheel is not so much a doing card as it is a receiving card. So you need to stop and you need to take time to enjoy and appreciate the good fortune that comes to you now. All you need to do is to go with the flow. Fate, luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, clairvoyance. So you got a part to play in this as well with your own clairvoyance. Things are going to be swimming by you, encasing you, picking you up. You're going along for the ride. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. This is beautiful. Now, bear with me because I am going to give you one of these. Okay. We're still within the parameters of Jackie's reading. Nothing yet, Yvonne, that I know of. Did they tell you it was out for delivery? Hi, Adri. Thank you very much, Adri. Did you did it update and say that it was out for delivery? If you can let me know that, then I can get somebody to take me to the mailbox. I think I told you it was a community. It's over a mile away. I can't even walk. My back won't carry me that far. You're like me. I'm a true Cancer as well. When people ask me, what sign are you? What's your sun sign? I say, well, I'm a true Cancer. That's what I am. Full blown. All the way. Okay, Jackie. Oh, that's too bad, Yvonne. Maybe you could email me the tracking code. And then that way I can check it. It should show me if it's when it's out for delivery, then I'll know it's there. You can email it, I suppose. I know it's a big long number. Try to copy and paste it or something. This is for Jackie. One more thing you had to tell Jackie what's going to be. I'm going to cut right here. Let it come forth, whatever Jackie needs to know. Let's see what we've got. Oh, this is a cute card. The Hanged Man. It comes up as a bat, but it's the Hanged Man. There it is. You bear with me while I bring it up in the book. There we go. Thank you, Yvonne. That'd be the smartest thing to do because it'll probably work for me. Where am I? Yeah. We are way at the back. Hangman is way back here somewhere. Gonna take me a minute to find, of course. I don't like this book. It's so hard. It takes longer. It takes time up, and it shouldn't. There it is. I got it. I got it. Okay. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or a difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. And though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness. Open your eyes. Use this perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. This is something you have to go through and something you're going to have to deal with it. Okay. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to ask Lilith your question directly and get a straight yes or no. Okay. You're up, Lilith. I'll bring the camera down. This is the end of your reading right here. Okay, Jackie, here we go. Is Jackie's mortgage going to be approved? Is Jackie's mortgage for what she's wanting it for, is it going to be approved for her? Is this mortgage going to be approved for Jackie? It is. And I keep seeing, oh my God, I just got this overwhelming feeling of all this stuff coming over you, a lot of responsibilities, ton of them. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Take it in baby steps and deal with things at one thing at a time. That's all you need to know. Accept everything that comes with it. Don't push away some things and let other things, let everything come at you that's meant to come at you. It's all part of your destiny. It's all part of the makeup. It's all part of the plan. So you take baby steps, one thing at a time. You clear it out. Get something else. That's where the king comes in as well. He's all about order. That's still in effect for you. And that's moving things, taking things a little bit at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. You are going to get everything done you need to get done. You are going to get through this. And you're going to be very, very satisfied with everything, especially yourself, when it's all said and done. Congratulations to you. There we go. Okay, Emily. Emily wanted. Emily's next. Thank you so much for the privilege of reading for you. I appreciate it very much. Next one is Emily. Emily wanted a general card. She wanted, I'm going to wait till she shows up, though. We've got to wait till she shows up. They got to wait. I'll just be a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. Oh, my goodness sakes. Oh, I got to get up and just stretch for a second. He gets me on the edge of the chair and it hurts. So, what are you wagging your tail looking at me like you're all proud of yourself? Huh? I'm not done yet, sweetheart. I'm not. Get home. I know, baby. He's the birthday boy. A happy birthday to you. You don't belong in a zoo. 'Cause I love you too much. Can you love me too? What's up, baby? Come on, we gotta go down the room for a minute here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, you gonna race me? Oh, fine. There we go. It's a little better. It's a little bit better, baby. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, okay. No, I'm not putting you out. You're not letting you out. Okay. Okay. I had to go to the bathroom and I had to wash my hands, so. Yes, it is, Jackie. It's the dog's birthday. It's the Lil Bear is his name. He goes by Bear, but technically it's Lil Bear. Lil Bear. Okay, Emily. Here we go. Emily's asking for a general reading, and we love the general readings. Because of the unknown, the surprises, we never know what is going to come up. Never, never know. Did I get another one? I did too. Who's going to be after Emily? Aw. Okay. Next one is going to be Mary Jane. You're going to be next, Mary Jane. I know. I know, Lashay. And my friend here, Yvonne, that was just in. She asked me if I received. She got me because I was trying to make muffins one day. Blueberry. I got a 10-pound box of beautiful blueberries in my freezer, and I want to use them up because we're going to, before we know it, we'll be coming into another season. But I couldn't find my muffin tins. I had 2 of them. I can't find either one. They're not under the stove, bottom drawer. They're not in the cupboard where my muffin tins go. But I take these freaks every now and again. They were really, really old. And I'm like, I hate these. I wish I had new ones. And I might have got frustrated and went there. They're gone now. I might have thrown them away. I don't know. Anyways, she's sending me something to make muffins in. And it's the latest technology in bakeware. And she says, I'm going to love it. And she sent it all the way from the U.S. and it just crossed into Canada today or yesterday. And she's going to send me the tracking number. And the tracking number will tell me when they put it out for delivery. And it goes over a mile away from me is my delivery box, my mailbox. And I was wishing I had it today. I would have made muffins just to have Bear for his birthday and would have let, yes. Wilton Bakeware, she calls it. The newest in Wilton Bakeware. And anyways, that's on its way to me, very short getting to me. And especially if it came across this border down here. I don't know if it came across that one or one on the other side of the country. I don't know. But we'll find out. And then I'll make up for it. I'll make him anything as long as there's chocolate on it, of course. But I can make him a nice blueberry muffin and give it to him and smother it in butter if I want to do that. Put a candle on it, the whole bit. I'd bake him a whole cake. Wouldn't matter. Let's get into Emily's reading. Emily's asked for a general reading. Dear Spirit, please bring what you want Emily to know about. What she should be given a heads up on would be beautiful. What does she need the insights on? You're in the group though, right, Yvonne? I think you are. You'll see it. I'll post it. When it comes, I'm going to share that with everybody. I'll do a little video to show the opening of it. I do that a lot when people send stuff. I end up videotaping it and putting it out for everybody to see. So, and it gets seen on YouTube as well. That's what I do. I'm going to, oh yeah, you'll get full 100% credit. I love sharing stuff like that. So that'll be fun. I can't wait. I haven't done one in a while. I haven't gotten any gifts in a while. Oh my goodness. So you are the first in a while. I think the last one was Cora Lee. Cora's always sending me stuff. I got to be careful what I say around Cora. I'm like, if I get frustrated and there's something I need and I go, damn, I wish I had that. 2 days later, here comes Amazon pulling into my drive. It's Amazon Prime, coming up my stairs going, parcel. 2 days later, after I say something, I got to be careful what I say. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Okay, Emily, thank you for your patience. This next roll, I'm going to start cutting the deck. Okay, we're going to find out what you need to know about. This is so exciting. This is a lot of fun. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, beauty. We've got a repetitive card here tonight. There's 78 cards in this deck, and I shuffled them well. You guys see me do that. That's where it's going to stop, is right there. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I got it. I'm not going any further. I'm not going to do that to her. The next 2 cards were not good ones. They've been left in the deck where they belong. But I pulled 3. Here we go. It's interesting. You got 2 8s. The first one is the 8 of Cups, Emily. This is a card about departing. This is a card about walking away from things as you know them. That's what this card is about. This is a card about a big change in your life. You're dropping something and you're leaving something behind. That's what this card is about. Let me get the book. We'll get you the generic side. It's a quiet goodbye to something that was part of your life for a long time. It's a quiet goodbye. Whoops. It's time to take your leave. This is exactly the right time for you to move on. You may have already left a relationship, home, job, or other commitment, but it's some kind of a break here. And it's an emotional level thing. You're feeling it and you're pulling away from it. There's going to be little drama to contend with. There's not going to be any moral struggles because it's going to be a very quiet goodbye because everybody's known that this was coming. Those that matter to you, they've already known this was coming. This day was going to come. This card can also reveal maybe for you a journey or a change of scene. This could be going on a vacation or even taking short trips away. You don't want to go back to work. Well, maybe this is it. If you got, I don't want to be there kind of feeling towards something, your closest people, and maybe a few close coworkers, maybe, they know the day is coming and this is it. It's coming upon you. You're going to be in a position. You're going to be able to do this. It's not going to be a big dramatic event. It's going to be very quiet, very subtle, very understated, but you're going to walk. Follow your heart, Emily, and go forward is the advice of this card. Follow your heart, go forward. Keywords: ending, departure, journeys, movement, transition, travel, and you might have a vacation coming up here before you head into the next job. That could be part of it. The next one I have here is the 8 of Swords, which basically covers this type of feeling, a restriction. Well, there's your restriction. Financial restrictions have held you. It's going to change for you. I know it is. I friggin' know it is. I really do. I know it is. It's going to change. You're going to be in a position where it's a position where you only see other people, see it happening to other people. And here it is. It's going to unfold for you. It's going to happen for you. It's going to be a beautiful thing. The 8 means change. Again, this 8 sees you you're right on the brink of that change, okay? Because you realize you're being restricted. You're being held back by the circumstances that you're in. And this could be at work. The card often shows sometimes a stuck relationship. Whether that applies, I don't think it applies to you. But another meaning is being bound by too much responsibility. That too much responsibility for you is you trying to pay your bills. That's what it is. The advice: get practical and see that you are the one that is in control of your own future, Emily. Regardless of what others think or what others say, doesn't matter. You're going to be able to free yourself by being less tolerant to the demands of others. You are. You're not going to feel so bad. There could be 1 or 2 people in your life, I figure about 2 in your life, where you feel obligated towards them all the time. And if they, they're not thinking that you leaving that job, that might not be a good idea. They're going to be surprised into silence, kind of shocked, and they don't know what to say or how to respond, because you're going to be coming back in a very tactful, respectful way and say, I got a short life here. I never know when your number's going to be called, and I like life. I like being alive. I want to be able to enjoy. If I got to put in 40 hours a week or more somewheres, it takes up priority in my life. I want it to be something worthwhile. I'm not getting that at this job. If anything, it's wheeling me backwards. We're pedaling backwards. and I've got to get out of the job, and I've got to take on something else. Okay, Mary Jane, all you need to do, the advice is get practical, okay? And see that you are the one in control of your own future, no matter what other people think. And you can free yourself by being less tolerant to the demands of others as well. Your keywords for this 8 of Swords: separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, feeling like you're stuck, responsibility, and change. And you got 2 8s here. I don't wish frustration or huge change on you or anything jarring in that way, but I'll apologize then. But it's a good apology. Change, there's huge change coming up for you. You're leaving that job where things are going to get better all the way around. But there is enough change here, and it's going to be a good change. It's going to work in your favor. All right? Know this to be true. Now, the last card I got for you, that repetitive kind of card that keeps showing up. I don't mind these repetitive cards. Cards like this, I can't see it enough. Okay, Mary Jane will be here. You and your life are going to be regenerated. And I'm hearing over the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of changes in your life. You're not even going to resemble the person who you are today over the next 2 years. The world came up for you. This is incredible. This is incredible. This is incredible. I can't stress it enough. You're so lucky to have gotten this card. This gives you all the hope and the proof that you need, my dear. I can tell you that right now. This is incredible. This card makes me smile. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful. Oh, you're welcome. What is that supposed to be about, Adri? What's the number for it? What do you mean, help sister? What is 02271988? What is that for? Anyway, here we go. I'm going to read the whole thing to you is what I'm going to do. Okay. Ocean fish, symbols of the soul, swim in a circle. Their flashing bodies could be the leaves of a laurel wreath, an emblem of success, reward, and celebration. Yet this wreath is alive, and the fish continually swim in their circle, signifying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. And the center is a merman who is master of his ocean home and of his destiny. He smiles at you. He's radiating bliss, and he's radiating contentment. That's gorgeous. The world is showing that your life is regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you will seek, and you will celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts, and the card also shows the completion of a phase, such as the meeting of a target or a goal, or you be finalizing a house move or other major project. The world often comes up in readings to signify a relationship landmark. There are opportunities for you to travel now. And if you're single, you may have some romantic adventures as well, or some romantic attention, if nothing else. Celebrate what you've achieved, embrace new opportunities. You're going to be full of energy and full of motivation. And the world is your oyster. With oysters come pearls. You start picking what you want as much as you want. Success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. This is beautiful. I'm going to pull you one more card, my dear. One more. So, oh, it's your birthday, is it, Adri? This is stuff that's about to unfold for you, yes. This is your last card to see if Tarot and Spirit has anything else that they want to say to you. This will be the opportunity to take advantage of, is to put one more out there. Let's see here. Things are already beginning to unfold around you, Emily. You're not even aware of yet, okay? You'll find out after the fact. Things are already beginning to unwind around you. Things are shifting and shaping already. It's begun. You can't just sit back like a lump on the log either. You got to be highly active to help things along. And the more active you are, the more things are going to happen. And that's the truth. That it really is the truth. Oh, Emily, that's beautiful. Oh, good for you. See, there you go. There you go. One more roll through, and then I'm going to cut the deck of the Wild Unknown. There's one more thing that they energies, the spirit wants you to know. It's going to come out here. I'm going to cut. Three of Cups. Beautiful. Three of Cups. Let's see what we're going to have here. Where's my book? There we go. Hold on, baby. Give me a couple more pages. There's the 4. There's the 3. Alrighty. Here we go. The 3 of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together. And these are memories you will hold forever. You will hold them very dear. These are not any old friends that you're creating memories with, by the way. They are people with whom you feel a rare connection with. You feel it with them, and you feel truly yourself with them. Enjoy each minute of their company. This card can also indicate an upcoming celebration. And love, it abounds. It abounds around you and in your life. This is beautiful for you. There you go, Emily. That was your reading. It was wonderful. You got some really nice cards. You really, really do. Mary Jane is the next one. We're going to wait till she comes back. She's on the phone right now. Her phone rang. So let us know when you're here, Mary Jane. You're so welcome, Emily. Thank you, Yvonne. If you're still in the group, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I think they stay the same, but I will check it out. Okay, I'll read your whole email later. Thank you very much, but it came through. Thank you very much, Yvonne. I appreciate that. I'll have to bring up the Canadian Postal site and then run the and look for where they want you to put the tracking number in. And I bet you I get an answer. But it always says out for delivery when they've gotten it out of the post office. It's come through and now it's out for delivery. So, yeah. And I may not get to it right away. Like if it comes tomorrow, I may not get to it tomorrow. Then again, I might get to it. It's hard to predict. It's hard to predict. The next person that comes to my house is going to have to drive up over the hill. It's just down the road, up over the hill, pull in, open it up, take it out, close it, leave, bring it back. It's very, very quick. A little over a mile in a car, not a big deal. But for me, it's a big deal if I have to walk there and there's nowhere to sit other than the ground. It's not like there's benches along the way or a rock to sit on or anything. It's not like that. I don't know what our weather is for tomorrow. That I can look up. We're waiting for you, Mary Jane. Poor Mary Jane. Let me see. We're down to 8 Celsius right now. In Fahrenheit, it's 46 degrees here. Not very warm, or I would have been out in the deck. Believe me. But I went out there to wind my umbrella down over my table because and I went, nope, way too cold to be out. So we're just sitting there. We're going down to 4 this evening. That was Fahrenheit. It's going down to 39 tonight, and Celsius is 4. Okay, and the weather for tomorrow, what's the weather tomorrow? Sunny and 18 for tomorrow. Friday's going to be even warmer, which is great. And Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, it's supposed to rain. Going to be a wet weekend, washed out weekend, except for Friday. So, oh my goodness. Oh, I can't wait to get it because I'm craving blueberry muffins now. I'll have you know. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to cook them. I could make a blueberry cake. It's just made with a muffin mix, but you don't know it. I could make a cake, 1 layer, but I'm not going to do that. I want muffins. Oh man, I should have got cream cheese in my last groceries. I never thought of it. I'm gonna have to add it to the list. Start making a list. I could have had because you can buy carrot muffins at Tim Hortons like that now. They're beautiful carrot muffins, and in the center is a cream cheese filling. I can do that cream cheese filling as well inside any muffin, and the blueberry with cream cheese filling. Oh, that would be some good, boys. Oh boys, and Bear loves cream cheese. Don't, honey. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He's got his front paws up on me, standing on his hind legs. What, sweetheart? What is it, my darling? What is it, my darling? Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's my good boy. He's got the look of Henry in his eyes. Poor baby. You can come up for a little bit. See? Now I got to push back again. Then I got to shimmy forward to the end of the chair to make room for him. Come on up, babe. Come on up. Come up. Good boy. Hurry up. He's got to think about it. He's saying, is she really serious? Can I really get up there? Yeah, they'd be really good. Adri, they would be very, very, very good. For sure. Yes, sir. Well, what I can do is bring up my Canadian Post while I'm sitting here. I mean, I can do that. See if that tracking number is going to work. I didn't say that. That's not what I asked for. I go back 1. Tracking. There, we're going to be more specific. Package tracking. Here we go. Get the right spot to come up. Where do you just want me to put the tracking number? There, I'm going to go back into the email and go into Yvette's. There's a tracking number right there. I got it. Into the Yvette's email. Okay. All right. Come on now. I just brought you up. What are you doing? Where can I put the number? Sometimes these aren't so. Okay, here. There we go. All right. Paste the number. And now search, please and thank you. Here comes the new page, bringing me up the information. It's searching, waiting for the info. Why is there one right there? It was just updated a few seconds ago. It's in St. John. Oh my gosh, I should have it by tomorrow. Yvette. There, I can close that now. Oh my gosh. It was updated just a few minutes ago. You'll listen later? Okay, Mary Jane, I'll do your reading next. Yes, it went into the city of St. John, Yvonne. That's my city. We're a 10-minute drive up out of Chance Harbor, and then we hawk right onto the highway. And it's altogether about probably 45 minutes and about there to get to where you're going. Usually it's a 30-minute drive to hit the outskirts. But the post office, there's one out here, and it's about 5-6 miles away from me. So that'll go out with the morning delivery, and he drives right by the house. You think he'd drop it in, but he doesn't. He'll drive by the mailman, drive right by the house, and he'll drop it in the mailbox. So if I get any company tomorrow, or I can get somebody to come around or run for me, I'll try to do it. It'll be there tomorrow. I know tomorrow I'll run that tracking number again. It'll say out for delivery. It's going to say out for delivery. Okay, so I'm going to do Mary Jane's reading. Looks like we're having blueberry muffins tomorrow. I won't have any cream cheese for it, though. I'm not making enough money tonight to actually be able to warrant a run to the city, which my son does, and he comes from another town to do that. He's a long drive ahead of him. I only ask him when it's a true grocery order, not a few things. Let me see. Who am I going into? Oh, yes. Yvonne. Not Yvonne. Mary Jane. And Mary Jane had a question. Okay. A beautiful donation. Thank you, Mary Jane. Oh, my goodness. She needs an update from the universe on her current deal with hubby and or my jaunt to Lubbock. Let's see what's going to, well, we're just going to see what's going to come up, Mary Jane. What is the timestamp? 2:15. 2:15 for, I wish there was a pen here so I could write this down. It's going to be more. There is too. Isn't there? Is that a pen? No. Where did the pen go? There was a pen right here. Hold on. I got to stand up and look. Come on. There's the pen. I'll put MJ. MJ. A timestamp is now, well, I'll say 2:17 by the time I sit down. There we go. There's her timestamp. Oh, it's no problem. 2:17. Mary Jane. 2:17 is the time. Oh, I didn't get it in. 2, damn it. 17 is the time. Mary Jane. There. I hope she sees that. Okay. Mary Jane's want to know about the deal with her husband and also her jaunt to Lubbock. I'm dropping the cards. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes. Didn't take that long either, despite the pandemic and the backups and the holdups and the, staff shortages. And despite all that, it still arrived at a good time. You're very right about that. Let's see here. It's pretty cool getting a gift, a parcel, whatever, in the mail from a member and a viewer. I've been talking to Yvonne Baddick for a few years, really. It's been a long time. But now I'm going to get to touch something that she touched, physically touched. That's pretty cool. Good, Mary Jane. Oh, you're here. Okay. So, baby, you go lay down. I won't be much longer, hon. Look, we're 2 hours in already. I can't believe it because there haven't been that many readings. Let's see here. Let's see. It's been a journey. Yes, it has. I've watched you go through a lot of changes in your life. Life jarring, life moving, life altering changes. You really have. And you're strong. You're so strong. I don't know how you, and your son and your husband, problems that your daughter had. Wow. This is for Mary Jane, and she wants to know about her agreement with her husband, her deal, she calls it, and about her journey to Lubbock. No, you didn't miss much. Not really, Mary Jane. This is yours. Okay. One more run through, and then I'm going to start the reading. I'm going to cut the deck, Mary Jane. Questions concerning the deal with you have your husband and your jaunt to Lubbock. Here we go. All right. Here we go. I'm going to cut. Here we go. First card. The Angel of the Ocean. This must have to do with hubby's health. She's a healing card of tarot of the ocean. That's what she's all about. This must have to do with hubby's health. And the second card, Four of Pentacles, security. The Five of Swords, conflict. The Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. Loyalty. Understanding. Beautiful. Okay. And the Four of Wands. All right, here we go. Here we go. Very first card, the Angel of the Ocean. She's all about healing. Mary Jane. You don't see her come up very often in these readings, but she's here tonight. She's here tonight. Baby gave up. Bear with me just a moment. One moment. She's going to pop right up here. There she is. I found her. Of course you can, Mary Yvonne, sorry. Of course you can. Yvonne went through a lot of losses in her life, and they were long, drawn out, and painful. She lost her husband recently. She lost her son before. He was quite young. And her daughter's got serious health concerns as well. And Mary, Yvonne just sits and watches all this going on around her, and she's also in the medical field, which makes it even harder for her to accept the things that are happening around her. They had a beautiful life, her and her husband. A beautiful life. Yeah, your second husband as well. Mary Jane, I'm going to read you the whole thing out of the book, okay? The mermaid is of the ocean, but her lilac wings reveal she is also an angel of heaven. And she lives in water, but she breathes air. The infinity symbol, the figure 8, flows around her, showing that her purpose is to harmonize the emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of life. Holding a cup firmly in each hand, she symbolizes strength. She symbolizes balance. This is the card of the healer, the negotiator, the manager, or even maybe the parent. This person must soothe the tempest of demands to keep the peace. That would be you, Mary Jane. To do this, you may need to have the patience of a saint or an angel just to support you. The Angel of the Ocean is asking you Mary Jane, to look to your spiritual side and to see the lesson that your situation is offering you rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by their complaints or their needs. That would take patience of a saint. Another meaning is healing past trauma, balancing mind and body, or balancing your finances. So, budgeting and financial planning may take priority now. Also, the angel of the ocean could be a sign of angelic guidance for you. And you need to know that your angels are here to protect you through this very demanding time. The advice: you'll need to work a little magic now, Mary Jane, to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. Your keywords are balance, reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion, and angels. It's working in your favor. In your favor. DR. I'm not sure what you mean by DR for you. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Lubbock is DR for me. Other than drive, I'm not sure. The next card you have is a beautiful one. Whatever you're setting out upon, you can take faith in that, Mary Jane. This is the security card of tarot. You're headed in the right way. You're headed in the right direction. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Yeah, we have. There's about a half an hour left to the evening. Yes, I can. That's a very incredible thing. Doctor? Okay. Okay. Lubbock's is a doctor for you. Okay. You got security here. We're on the right path, Mary Jane. You're doing the right things. That's what part of this is all about. That's the message coming through for you. Good thing, Mary Jane. What sounds good for you? Where am I? I want to be in my pentacles. This is an incredible Four of Pentacles for you. This is the security card of tarot. This is when your finances are on track and work and relationships are happy and stable. You're able to provide and you are able to care for others. And overall, you've reached a point you feel more safe and more secure here. So much so that you can sit back a little while very comfortably. And you're appreciating the strong foundation that you have built. You've done well. However, because the security has been hard won, you may resist any more positive changes. You don't want anything upsetting the balance here. You don't want that happening. You're happy with the way things are. Advice: enjoy this time of calm and this time of order that you're feeling. Everything's where it should be. And stay open to receive new possibilities too. Keep looking for new ways to expand your empire and what it is that you do. You'll be able to expand. You're going to expand. Stability, finances, property protection, balance, order, and foundations are the beautiful implications of this card. Some things could find you in conflict. You did get the Five of Swords, and it represents conflict. It's not real serious, though. I'm not feeling that, at all. Not to the point where you catch your breath, you know what I mean? Or you feel your heart stop. It isn't that bad, all right? An argument or another conflict could leave you feeling a little tired. You're a little tired of the start, the go, the stop. That's what I'm hearing. The start, the go, the stop. Setting up a new beginning, taking action to fulfill that beginning movement, and then you got to stop again. It's getting a little tiring for you. You're a little tired of it. This could bring about communication problems within the family. It could be hurtful opposition within the family, somebody standing against you, arguing with you, giving you a hard time, and you feel like everything that you worked for to clarify yourself is not even being looked at. It's like it's being overruled. It's like you never even said it. And it's like they never agreed with you at all. This kind of a thing. On a more positive note, everything is going to be out in the open. You're not holding anything back from anybody. You're putting it out there. They're the ones having the problem. Stand your ground. That's what you need to do. That's the advice. You don't need to respond aggressively to people, but you do need to stand your ground. You do need to be assertive. Whatever you do, don't back down. Don't retreat. Don't turn away from what you've taken a stance on. Stand your ground. Your keywords for this 5 are opposition, arguments, unfairness, loss, but the final word is resilience. No matter how much somebody thinks they're pushing on your will, pushing to get you to back down, to back off, or drop something, or walk away from something, it's not going to work. You're resilient. You may be down for a moment, maybe to keep the peace, but no, that's not it at all. You're not giving up on anything. You know in your gut, your intuition is telling you what you're doing is the right thing to do. It's the right way to go. And the stance that you're taking is the right stance to take. Feeling very strongly about that. 4 of Pentacles, you not only got the success card and everything, you got to say, no, that's right. Sorry, I'm going backwards here. The next card, the Knight of Pentacles and loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. So, this is beautiful. It's not bad at all. We're getting back into Pentacles, which I could tickle pink over because they're always good. They're always good. We got the gorgeous and the handsome, the Knight of Pentacles, Mary Jane. Feel the hope that's coming off this card for you, Mary Jane. Loyalty. This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Gorgeous. The Knight may not be dashing. He may be slow. He may be steady. He plans his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he's loyal and he's trustworthy. So any offer that this guy makes can be taken very seriously. He often appears in readings to show, here you go, this is what's going to hit home for you. You're showing good business, good investments, and projects that have a lot of good future potential for you. There's your message right there, the acknowledgement of what you're doing. This is beautiful. A lot of future potential here in what you're doing. Within property, he's associated with choosing the perfect home, and that it's going to be time to make a serious decision or even about your own long-term future. So, advice. Hard graph may not be exciting. Reality might not always be exciting. But the results of what you're doing are going to give you incredibly great fulfillment. What you're doing and what comes back, and you're watching it unfold. You're seeing it all come together. You're seeing it all work. You're going to get a lot of contentment and fulfillment for that alone. Keywords here are order and planning, trust, work, property, investments, and progress. This is beautiful for you. It really is. Isn't that nice? Now, the next card we have is the King of the Cup family. Let's see here. And he's all about understanding. What a great card. What a great card. The King has integrity and honor and sensitivity, and he's very devoted to his friends, his family, his career. When he makes a commitment, he's loyal for life. He may be distant at times. Don't take it personally, because he seems to feel everything very deeply, but he doesn't show it. He just acts a little odd, a little withdrawn. But as far as this being the U card in the reading, this King is indicating, Mary Jane, to find balance with empathy. Balance your empathy with others, but remember to be fair to yourself. It also represents the ideal male partner. You've got to take care of you first before you even think about starting your day. You take care of you first. Advice: follow your emotions, but don't feel that you've got to explain your feelings. You just trust within yourself that you are correct and right in what it is that you're doing. Keywords are fairness and empathy, sensitivity, loyalty, maturity, commitment, and honor for you. The last of the Oceanic, we have another good card. We've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. This is a great card, and it's all about reward. Of course it is. Hold on, Mary Jane. Hold on, Mary Jane. When you've achieved a goal and you finally have made it, this could be finding a new home, completing a project, or passing a test. It's going to be time for rewards no matter what it's about. Holidays, socializing, love, and trips away are all featured in this happy four. This is like your happily ever after. This is going to bring you leisure, fun, and freedom. It's also a time for you to get back in touch with your own inner child, celebrate the joy of life itself. Because as you find contentment within yourself and feeling it there, beautiful, you're going to be sensing the closeness of your spirit guides. Another meaning is reflecting on very happy memories and how you're going to be building even more. Be carefree while you can. Take advantage of any breaks, any downtime. Replenish your mind, your body, your soul, because you deserve this very much. Keywords are balance and love and contentment and freedom and openness, travel. These are all beautiful things for you. Beautiful things. Now, you let me pull you one of the Wild Unknown and see if Tarot, the spirits, have one more thing they want you to know. Let it come forward now for Mary Jane. Let this come forward now for Mary Jane. Oops. Come on now. There we go. There we go. That was a nice one. You're right. You're darn right it is. It's like your happily ever after card. Really, it is. Shows it all coming together for you. And you not having a moment of regret about like, oh, what did I do or what am I doing? You're not feeling like that at all. You're going, I knew this was the way to go. I knew it all along. And I'm glad that those shaky moments with other people didn't jar me out of my jello tree. Because it's a beauty. It's beautiful for you. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to cut the deck after this. Okay. Let's cut the deck and see what the final message is going to be for you that you need to know about. The Mother of Cups. The Mother of Cups. Beautiful. Bear with me. Just bear with me a moment. Cups. Cups, cups, cups. Go back. Go back. There's the Sun. There's the Mother. I had no trouble finding her. There we go. Here we go, Mary Jane. The Mother of Cups rivals the High Priestess with her natural psychic abilities. She's a gentle, tranquil woman whose insights bring healing to those around her. She thrives when amidst her family, the arts, music, or beauty of any kind. This is how you grow. This is where you expand, Mary Jane. Like a true swan, when the Mother of Cups is pushed, she can become aggressive and defensive. She'll commonly set herself as a victim when in any distressed situation. And she will do that, set herself as a victim to draw attention away from you. So there's something there, I would say within the spirit realm, there's something there that is opening up, swelling, and pushing anything negative that might be coming your way. But sometimes you risk your own balance for other people. You'll do what it takes to protect the ones that you love. This is your greatest gift to others, your devotion and your loyalty, like any good mother swan would do. She would feign limping or anything to look like she's the easy prey when she's not, but would imply that in the right area. This is the epitome and the ultimate of love for you. It's a beautiful thing. There you go, Mary Jane. That's a beauty. It just shows that it's showing and acknowledging. This card's acknowledging the type of person that you are and how devoted you are, and you do whatever it takes to protect your loved ones. You will draw attention away from the weaker ones to bring it on yourself because you can handle it. Do you? Yes. Yes. Very much so. It was a beautiful reading for you. It really, really was. Nice reading. It's gorgeous. Beautiful cards. It was. You keep doing what the message here is for you to keep doing what you're doing, Mary Jane. Keep the trail that you're on because that's where you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be doing, making the most of who you are. You're doing it the right way. You're on the right track, the right trail. You don't have to worry about anything. It's all going to work in your favor. It's destiny at play. You have to go through these things, fulfill that. I see my emails lit up again. Is this another? Must be. Karen McCausland. Karen McCausland. Oh my God, Karen. Oh. Thank you very much. That's very beautiful. Very gentle, very giving. Thank you very much. Aw. I hope it's okay if I say it. Karen McCausland sent a donation. That's all it is, a donation. For it's over $23. That's a chunk of change. It's a donation so that I can shop for groceries. Thank you. I got $14 in my bank account. So thank you so much. That's going to help. Oh my God. It's going to help. It's really going to help. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mary Jane. Thank you, Karen. I can get the cream cheese. I hope so. I'm kind of pissed off. Well, the day I get the cream cheese will be the day that I pick up my mail. And I get that out of the parcel, probably in the parcel package, in the package box. And I'll be so excited. I want to come home and start baking right away because, I mean, blueberry muffins, anything like that, where you can put a center in it, like beautiful cream cheese mixture, comes together very, very, very quickly. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. You're making me smile. Bear's upset. He thinks I'm going to start showing tears. Bear's got a quirk about him. If he sees tears lining your eyes or sees them rolling down your face, maybe you're not sobbing, but you're just sitting there quietly, the tears, and I do that a lot, every day. He senses it. He comes running over. He looks up at me. And even if I try to say no, and try to push him down, I picked him up and put him down and asked him to stop. He won't. Boom, right back up, throws his weight, got the front paws up here, standing up, and he is washing my tears away. And right now, he knows I'm getting teared up because he's trying to climb up onto me. Oh my God. But he does that. There's no stopping him. He don't care if you push him off or physically put him on the ground again, the floor. Boom, he comes back up and he just lands me back. And I go, okay, go ahead. Lick, click, 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 click. In a panic. He licks real fast. Very, 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 very fast is what he does. Yes, you can come up, but could you go behind me? Look, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. He's clawing at me. Let me up. I got a little bit of mascara on. I don't like you licking that up. I'm always afraid it's going to make him sick. Come on up. He's a great makeup remover. Come on up. It's all right. He's a good boy. There you go. He wants up front. Oh, my goodness. What a good boy. He's a good boy. Animals are so special, aren't they? Aren't they special? They really are. I love you, baby. But he just has this instinct and this panic. I've got to wipe those tears away. And he licks really fast and hard and deep. And, oh, it's unbelievable. What are you doing, darling? What are you doing, darling? Good, Mary Jane. Oh. I've been in situations where I lived in a room. I've lived in one room a couple times. Probably the worst experience of my life. I hated every minute of it. I would have rather been one of those, like one of the chicks on TikTok, living in the back of a van or a car than living in a rooming house. It was horrible. I didn't like it at all. And, you know, I was born. It's part of my story and part of my past. Some of you may already know it. But I was born with a silver spoon, you might say, in my mouth. And I was the firstborn grandchild. Family on both my mother and my father's side, the families had money. And I was the first grandchild. And I was told by a few people, you were a real princess to your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles. You were the first grandchild born on both sides of the family. And you were royalty to them. You were a princess. And long story short, marriage between my mother and father did not pan out. It didn't last. And I was born in Saskatchewan in a place called Dodslin, about 75 miles or so from Saskatoon, a little wee hick town. And I've seen videos of it and went, oh my God, the smartest thing my mother ever did was get me out of that town. But my mother's mother, the woman that didn't raise her, lived in the city of St. John over here. And my mother took me at the age of 3 years old and moved us from there down to St. John. And long story short, it wasn't supposed to be permanent. And I ended up growing in St. John. That's where I grew up from. And grew up very poor, dirt poor, very, 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 very poor. My mom met my stepdad almost immediately. He was a man's man, and he took care of us the best that he could. He always worked. He always, always worked. And when my mother was able to work, she worked. I only lived in the same house with them for the first 16 years of my life. Next thing I knew, I had no freedom growing up. I was housebound all the time. My mother had she obviously had mental health problems and still does. But I found myself I wasn't allowed out of my yard or off my doorstep to go hang with friends or play with. It was to go to school and you come home. And then she put me right to work and looking after the kids. I had 3 sisters. And I wasn't allowed to go to dances. I made it to a few, but I really wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to go camping. I wasn't allowed. And my friends would go, do you want to come with us? Blah, blah, blah. And I'd say, I'm not allowed. They'd go, we already knew that, but we wanted to ask anyway. And it used to anger them. And it used to upset them. They'd say, are you allowed to breathe? Are you allowed to go pee without asking? I wasn't allowed to have a bath or anything without asking. I had to ask for everything. Um, I had to eat strictly the 3 meals a day. If I wanted even a piece of bread or a cookie, I had to ask. Um, and my stepfather, he raised me from the age of 3, and he wouldn't fight with my mother. He was afraid of her. And as I got older and became a young teenager, I heard them. I'd be upstairs in my room and I'd hear a big fight break out. And she'd say, "You don't like it, you get the hell out. She's not your kid, she's mine." And he would say to her, "But Margaret, she is a young teenager. You've got to give her some room to breathe. She's a good kid. If she was a bad kid, if she did something terribly wrong, I'd be right on board with you. But I don't understand it, Margaret. You sound like you're jealous of your daughter. And that's a horrible thing to say. But you act like you're jealous because she's young and you're not. She still has her whole future ahead. And you keep her here all you want. All you're going to end up with is real problems." And she took one of those big glass black ashtrays one night and she drove it across the room, hit him on the head, drew blood. Told him, "You don't like it? Get out. The other 3 may be yours, but she's not yours. You got no say over her." I ended up being cloistered, basically, for the first 16 years of my life, being thrown out into the world. There, go. Sink or swim. And a friend of mine found me walking up the street crying on an early evening, and it was like late spring, and it was horrible. She came up to me and she said, "What's going on?" And I could barely talk. I was crying because I was terrified. I didn't know where I was going. I had nowhere to go. And I wasn't expecting it. It's not like it was planned out. It was minute on the minute. And out I went, and my friend found me, like I said. I went out our driveway, turned the corner, went up the street, and there she was. She said, "Come on, I'm taking you home to Mom's house." Because she lived with between her grandmother, who lived across from us, and her mother's house. And she said, "They all know, Natalie, everybody knows the way your mother is with you. Come on. Mom's going to open you with welcome arms." And she wouldn't hear of any. And we went there, and her mother said, "Oh, you poor thing, you poor girl." I went into a bad depression until Marianne, my friend that found me, until her mother got mad one afternoon. She said, "Get in the damn tub." Because I wouldn't wash, I wouldn't do my hair, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't drink. I didn't care. If I walked out in front of the front street and walked across the road, and if I got hit by a transport truck, that would be fine. That's how I felt. It completely went numb. Um, and it was a few months there, and then after that, on the spur of the moment again, my friend's mother kept saying, "Why can't you be," I used to hear them arguing, "Why can't you be more like Natalie? Why can't you be a nice young lady like Natalie? Why do you got to put me through this hell?" Next thing I know, Marianne starts picking at me, and I'm putting my head down because I know what's going on here. I know what's going on. I ended up leaving at the end of that day, taking what I could carry, and I found a room in a rooming house. And that was one of the worst times of my life. I went from having a family, a mom, a dad, 3 sisters, even though my mother was highly abusive in every sense of the word, physically, mentally, emotionally, very toxic. And I dealt with that every day. Um, I'm leaving all the graphic parts out. But I ended up living in a little tiny room, big enough for one single cot, one little dresser with a hot plate on top of it, and one closet. That was my room. I had a little part-time job, and that's how I paid for it. I paid for it $25 a week. $20 a week. I'm sorry for that little room. There was a few rooms in the house, and it was a private home turned into a rooming house, and the owners didn't live in it. But there was another room next to mine that was way bigger. Still one room, but way bigger. It had a double bed in it. It had a table and chairs, like a kitchen set in it. Had a little armchair in it. Had curtains in it. And it was brightly wallpapered in bright colors. And the sun came in the windows. And when those people moved out, first thing the landlady asked me, she said, "Natalie, would you be interested in renting the room next to yours?" I said, "How much is it?" She said, "It's $25 a week." I said, "I'll take it." So that's what I paid to keep a roof over my head. I lived that way for 9 months, but that room was a lot better, a lot better. So it was hard. It was a hard time, you know, hard life sometimes. And it's like somebody in the family said to me in a phone conversation the other day, they said, "Oh my God, you've had a hard life. You've always had such a hard life." And I said, "Yep, it's because somebody cursed me. Now, if I could get that person to lift the curses, maybe things would turn around for me. I'm 61 now. I'd like to enjoy the next 20 years of my life if the universe will allow me to be here that long. Make it good." And I'm not a person where it takes a lot to make me happy. It it really doesn't take a lot. Um and it's the little thing. I'm dirt poor all the time. My income is so low. It's unbelievable. But in other ways, I'm very rich. And that's what I focus in on. That's what saves my sanity. My little dog. I may have the most beautiful animal in the world here. That's how he feels to me. And I love him so much. And I need him and he needs me. I need him even more than he needs me, I think. And I look outside and I see the nature. I've always wanted to live right on the Bay of Fundy, and here I am. I've always wanted to live inside a cottage with pine boards, pine walls, and floors and ceilings. The floors may not be, but the ceilings and the walls. The second I walked into this house and I looked around, I said, "Oh my God, I've got my pine cottage." Looks like a shack on the outside, but nobody knows the joy and the love that's within the walls of this house, and that I was granted these things. The only thing missing from the picture is a vehicle parked in my driveway. My dream, I've been trying to manifest this since I was 16. I want to live right on the Bay of Fundy. I want to be able to feel the tides and the surf and the bay as it rolls and it in and it rolls out. I want to be part of that. I want to be connected to that. It was very important to me, even at 16. And I want to have a pine cottage to live there, and a nice little forest green MGB. It's a two-seater car, little convertible. I said, that's what's missing in the picture is that car. Universe sees reasons for it. Okay, that's fine. But that's what's missing. I wanted a little two-seater, little MGB convertible, forest green. That's the only thing that's missing. And I can't say it, compartmentalize. I think that's how you say it. My life, right? Look, I'm smiling because it's genuine. I love my life. I miss my husband a few times. There are times I miss him. Um, Life with him was very hard. In the last 2 years of his life, he said, "You've never used to fight back with me, and now you fight back with me, but I figured out why you do this." He says, "Because of your mother and what you went through with your mother. You spent all those years under your mother's rule and the way she treated you. And you've had bad luck because then you ended up with me, somebody with a lot of mental health issues." He had 5 of them. And I never used to fight with him or fight back or argue back with him. In the last 2 years I did. I started fighting back. I started yelling back, stomping my feet, slamming my fists, not doing what he always wanted. And he said, "But at least I understand why you are that way now. You never were before." I said, "Oh, I always was. I just controlled it. I wouldn't add fuel to any fires." So I put up with a lot. I tolerated a lot. And he felt bad for me. I said, "Well, thank you for that compassion, but don't feel sorry for me because you're still here and I'm still here. It says something." So, this kind of a thing. Thank you, MK. Thank you, Karen. You know, um, thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Um, you're making me get teared up, but I am. There are days I glow. The last look at not having dizzy spells, 2 days in a row, has given me like a natural high almost, feeling like Maybe I'm getting better. I'm waiting for the ringing. Right now it's super loud too, but I'm waiting for the ringing to dissipate out of my ear. When the ringing's gone, I'm going to know I'm all better, that I'm home free. It's such a beautiful thing, you know. Um, but my mother should have never been a mother. She's one of those people. She was physically abusive like you wouldn't believe. She marked me up a few times, and it couldn't be hidden, and other people were shocked. And she always worked on my face. It was what, and she would say horrible things about my face all the time, you know. And I am in the moment. I'm like, I've got my little fur ball. He's up here. He he's taking up the spot here. Oh my God, I should close the readings. Um, but you remember me talking about her before? Yeah, she rearranged my face a few times, and there was no hiding it. And then that was back in the day where you could do what you wanted to your kid, and nobody got involved and nobody did anything about it. The only ones that really put out a concern were my friends. But she did. She rearranged my face really good twice that I remember right off. Um, the first beating that I took off of her, I was like 4 years old, and she ripped the clothes off of me till I was naked, and she beat the supreme shit out of me. I was black and blue, but when you're that young, your mother's your mother. Um, I wish, you know, when my mother dies, if I shed any tears over there, because she's still alive, she's 80. If if I was to shed any tears over my mother, it's going to be for the mother I didn't have. I didn't grow up with a normal mother. I would have been one of those kids better off put into foster care or removed from the home in some way, shape, or form. It would have been better. But I've had this thing in me, and it came from growing up like that. And that's the more that life would come at me in a negative way, like my mother coming, the more I was determined to prove her wrong, and anybody else like her to prove her wrong. Prove them wrong. Show them you are a good person. Show them that you do believe in something bigger than myself. Prove them all wrong. Prove her wrong. And that's always been the thing that has kept me on the right side. And you know what? I can't lie. I would get caught. I gave up lying when I was 10 or 11 years old. And I used to lie with my mother because if lying got me into this kind of trouble, what kind of trouble was the truth going to get me in? Truth to me was like saving myself from having a noose put around my neck. If I told the truth and answered something truthfully, and it wouldn't have to be anything. It would be, did you break that kitchen plate? Did you break some? And if I said no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm the one that got it anyway. It didn't matter. And I got it more for lying, but I was lying to protect myself. I was just a little kid. So I don't lie because it doesn't work for me. I don't do anything illegal. I don't do anything I shouldn't be doing because I'm the type that would get caught. I am the face of getting caught. I just am, and I know better to not say anything, to not really talk about people in a negative way if it can be helped, to not do anything negative because I get caught. That's just the way I am. I'm not no angel. I lose my temper. I get frustrated. I'll look at somebody and go, "You're an effing asshole." Like I'll do things like that, but it's in your face stuff, you know, or I'll say things under my breath and bite my tongue, but I won't do anything bad. I won't act on how I feel. Um, but I try to do everything right. And when I'm not sure, I ask the universe to guide me and help me. I leave it as some people say, I give it up to God, I give it up to the universe. It's that kind of a thing, you know. So I do. I just try to live a good, clean life. Yeah. I know it's the other way around, Chris. You're right. You're right. There you go, Mary Jane. If you can relate to that, you know, I don't have to explain to you. You know exactly what I'm saying. I stay on the straight and narrow. I like to have fun. I like to do crazy shit, you know, but I don't do anything wrong or bad that's going to hurt anybody or make somebody look at me in a bad way. Um, And it can be, like I say, it can be challenging at times. I'm no friggin' angel. I'm a human, you know? So it's a lot of things I don't do that I should do. And maybe some things I shouldn't do that I do, but I go by my intuition. I ask the universe to guide me in everything. In everything. But to do everything right, you just prove people wrong. It's just that simple. That's the way it goes, if you know what I mean. So um, it's not easy. It's not bloody easy, let me tell you. It's just not. Life can be hard. It can be cold. It can be lonely. It can be frightening. It can be very, very challenging as well, you know? So I've got to get out my little blurb here and I'm not knocking you guys off. I'm just going to get out my little thing. It says that the readings, and I'm going to flood the wall so nobody misses that and they come in, expect a reading. I don't want to do any more readings. That's it for now. Copy it. Bear, you're not making this easy for me, darling. You're right on top of my hand. I'm trying to move the mouse around. I'm going to put that in there. There we go. Readings are closed. Like my husband used to say to me, how did you end up? You're one of the most, my husband would say, you're one of the most grounded, normal people that I know. And you had the most abnormal, one of the most abnormal upbringings of anybody I've known. Um, and it was a point, there was something else that he said to me. He said, I should have grown up a bad person. That's what he said. You should have grown up like a meth head or an alcoholic or a really negative, bad person. That's how you should have grown up, because that's what other people would have done that grew up the way you did, you know? But I went from being the princess of the family, born with a silver spoon in my mouth, to being one of the poorest people in the province. That's the way it is, you know? Yeah, you've probably heard me talk about this before too, MK. When I was raising my kids, and my kids remember this to this day, they've never forgotten. They said, Mom, you should have had a little shingle out on the front lawn, right? That said counseling, enter here. Because they remember 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 2 in the morning, getting up to go pee, or hearing somebody at the door. And it was always a box of Kleenex or a roll of toilet paper in the middle of the kitchen table. Coffee or tea would be on the go. And there'd be somebody sitting across from me, crying their eyes out, brokenhearted, something terrible happened, they were suicidal, all of these things. Well, if these guys would have been my patients or clients, every one of them survived. They all lived. They all got through what they were going through. And I never offered advice to anybody. I would say, there's your coffee, there's your tea, there's the toilet paper. Use that. I don't have Kleenex. And I would just let them spill and let them vent. They really did not want advice. They didn't want my advice. They wanted somebody to listen to them, to hear them, to have compassion for them. And that's all I did. I swear to you, that's all I ever did. And my kids still remember it to this day. They said I missed my calling. Thank you, Karen. That's a very high, big compliment. That's a high compliment. But yeah, I had one of my best friends one day bring a total stranger to the house and said, go ahead and sit down. And I walked into the kitchen and they were sitting at the table. And my friend said, Natalie, this is so-and-so. So-and-so, this is Natalie. Natalie, they're having a lot of troubles. They're this, they're going through that, they're going through this. And I went, really? That's horrible. Hold on, I'll put some tea and coffee on. And she said, why did you bring them here? She said, I told them that you're going to walk away feeling better. That's what she said to the other person. I'm taking you in. We're going to have a cup of tea or coffee at Natalie's. And when you leave, you're going to feel a lot better than what you do right now. And damned if it didn't work and I didn't do a damn thing. I'm not blowing my own horn here. I'm not giving myself credit. I'm not pumping myself up. I'm just telling you the truth. And I never did a damn thing, but they got something out of being there. So maybe spirit was an act, you know. You never had kids, Chris. That's right. And you know what? I broke that. You know, when we were kids growing up in school, they said if kids came from an abusive household, that it continued. It was inherited through the lineage of the family. It was inherited. And I thought to myself, that is the nuttiest thing I ever heard in my life. Everyone's aware of right and wrong, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're all aware. We all know. And my children were raised very, very poor, lived in poverty. It took everything. I had to work 2 and 3 jobs, pay the rent, keep food on the table. It was a hard, hard life. But I'll tell you, one thing my kids never lacked in, and that was the love of a mother. I love my boys. I had 3 boys, and they were loved growing up, and they knew it. And they weren't afraid to tell me that they loved me. They weren't afraid to snuggle into bed with me. They weren't afraid to cuddle with me. They were good kids, and they've grown up to be really, really, really responsible, caring, compassionate people. They care about the world, you know. There's nothing effeminate about them or anything like that. They're they're young men now, and they're all men. They're all man, if you know what I mean. They're good people. They're really good people. Neither did I. I know. Isn't that crazy, Karen? Uh, and my children are the same way. They're not violent. They wouldn't hurt a thing in the world. They wouldn't hurt anybody. But if you were broke down on the side of the road or you fell down, they'd be the first ones there, run over to help you get up again. That's the way they are. And I'm proud of them for that. They're never going to be rich. They're always going to be hardworking individuals. And it's okay. Thank you, Mary Jane. I like having you here too. So it's a ditto, we'll say. Ditto. Ditto, ditto, ditto. So, my God, the night went fast. 3 hours and 11 minutes. That's crazy. It's crazy. But we all have an effect on each other, and we all got to be more aware of that. The impact we make. Even if you meet somebody and somebody by accident, you run into a friend and they've got friends with them, they go, oh, so and so, this is so and so, and you meet them and they go on their way. You don't know if they're going to have an impact in your life. They might down the road. They might touch your life in some way. Maybe 5 years down the road, you run into one of those friends of your friend, and they say, I remember you, I met you, whenever. Next thing you know, you've got a new friend or a new acquaintance. That's right. I'm not rich in money. I'm rich in other ways. In other ways. In the important ways, I am. I am. I don't need to compare myself to anybody to know that when I look at the things that make me smile inwardly every day, I'm stinking rich. That's the way I look at it. Stinking rich. You know, he's my little lover. He's my baby. Oh, he's such a good boy. I got to get into clipping around his little eyes again. They're getting covered. And we got to do his nails. I got to do his nails. I cut his nails. He's real good about that. He sits and he lets me clip his nails. To me, amazes me. You got rain? Good. Yes, I am, Yvonne. In many ways, I'm rich. I can't complain, and I don't complain. Yes, Karen. Eric died November 19th, 2017. And I got this guy July 11th, actually, the day after my birthday, 11th, 2019. So he's 2 years old today. He's my baby. He's everything to me. Well, I wish he was, but he's not. He still only goes about 10 or 12 pounds. He's not a big boy. But yet he is. He has a big personality. You too, Karen? Yeah. November 19th. Wow. 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 Oh my gosh. Do you, Mary Jane? Yeah. And he died about 12 minutes after midnight. 12:12. The night of the new moon. He died the night of the new moon. So completely unexpected. I'm prepared for it, you know. And I knew a year before he died that he was going to die. And 3 months before he died, it got confirmed again. So, can I put you down, honey? I want to have a smoke. Can I put you down? You go down for a bit because mommy's done work. We're safe. We're all done. Thank you, sweetie. I got to have a cigarette here. He's the reason I get out of bed every day. It's because of him. Because he's got to pee and he's got to be fed and all that. He is what gets me up out of bed every day. And I'm not happy about it every day. I go, shit, I just want to lay here. You know? Oh. And when I see him snoozing, I go, okay, I'm okay to have a nap if he's having a nap. The minute he sees me move, he races me to the bedroom, jumps up on the bed, flies up onto it. And he's standing in the middle of the bed, wagging his tail. He's waiting for me. And when I get all comfortable and get in there, he lays right up against me. Mary Jane. The yawn is catchy. I'm awful. So you mentioned it like I do again. Oh my gosh. But life is never boring. Life, even when the negative things happen, they're all part of it. And you kind of have to accept. And it's a journey. It's an adventure to see where you're going to end up at. You wishing you had one. My friend Gina, she was in at the beginning. She quit smoking 5 years ago. And she says, I love watching you smoke. She says to me, you make it look so sexy. I go, what? She cracks me up. She said, you make me want to pick up a cigarette and start again, and you make it look sexy. You make it look so good. I want to start smoking again. I said, don't you dare. Don't you dare. He could be. He could be. Karen, he could be. Who knows? Or Yvonne, I'm sorry. He could be. Yeah. He could be. Who knows, Yvonne, really? You know? I forget when I'm sleeping and he's laying up against me, he feels like a human. I feel him snuggle in. I feel the weight of him. I forget first, and I mean it's a nanosecond. Who's beside me? Who's that? And then I remember, well, it's Bear. You know, so look, anything you suck into your lungs that isn't natural is bad for you, no matter what. And I've been smoking so long, and I'm going to have to give them up. I know that. Especially with doctors and stuff, they could start to refuse. Well, I'm not going to help you till you quit smoking. What's the point? And that's what's probably going to make me quit, begrudgingly so. But hey, excuse me. Oh my God, that's a lot, Chris. That's crazy. Who doesn't love John Travolta? He's been through his own losses too, not easy one. His wife died very young. Sad when you think about it. Chris, you sound a lot like Pepe's life that comes in here. She's a member, and she's had her. I can't get over it. What she's been going through, and the people she's been losing in her life, unbelievable. Horrible. We're horrible. It's very horrible. Um, Especially when people die in an unexpected way. You know, they're alive, talking, doing their thing, living their life, their daily life, and boom, they're gone. Those are the hardest. They're all very hard. But those are, you got to get through that initial shock first. It's not a good thing. Horrible. I know, sweetheart. And he's sitting there. Oh, he's right over there. And he's sitting there looking up at me, and he's got the little going on in his throat. Same here. I got to go, Mary Jane, myself. I have to go. So you feel free. You can leave. Um, I hate breaking up these conversations, but I've been sitting here for 3 hours and 19 minutes. I know the rest of you have too, but it bothers me. I'm almost done, sweetie. I'm all done. Yes. Mommy's going to go sit over in the armchair, and I'm going to watch that movie again, Just Like Heaven. Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon is one of the sweetest movies. It really gets you in touch with the life-death thing. Thank you, Karen. You're very moving tonight. Thank you for your donation. That was beautiful as well. Smoking dreams. You too, Mary Jane. Everybody, thank you so much. You guys are special. I love it when we get together. We get talking about all these different things. It's really good. I'm wishing you all the sweetest of dreams tonight. May you all be carried off. Hey, maybe we could all meet somewhere. We'll meet you on the corner of the street, right by the pole, the light pole. We'll all gather around the light pole. Lachey, pre-happy birthday to you. Pre-happy birthday. Enjoy your dinner tomorrow. Enjoy your walk tonight. It's what time? 12:38 here. Wow. With blueberry muffins. That's right, Yvonne. Thank you so much, everybody. Just know that you are deeply appreciated, every single one of you, and collectively. Thank you for being part of my life. Again, you guys make me feel very rich. Thank you so much, and much, much, much love going out to all of you from the universe to you. You're all blessed. Thank you. Feed your peace in so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Mind your integrity. Always do the right thing. Good night, everybody. I hate clicking end stream, but I have to. Thank you, Yvonne. Very much appreciated. Good night, Lachey. Good night, everybody. Good night, Karen. Good night, Yvonne. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Good night, Mary Jane. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, John Boy.